loading, and now if I push start, because it took a while, now it should load. I'm setting it up to the slowest speed so that shit can happen. And then we should be going. Now I will post shit everywhere so that people know that we're doing something. Yeah, where is it?
I wasn't trying to rush. I was just, why did I have to wait for you to do all of that just so I could turn off the in-game music?
Because that's how
That's all I want. That's literally all I wanted to do.
that's how the game is set up. You kinda get used to it after a while. It's special. What can we say? Now, let me see here. I have not set up my other window. That's not a good start. Because I do kind of want to keep an eye on the YouTube side too, because YouTube has been a bit bitchy today. King Arthur the Baltic Clip. Oh, the Italian
Oh my
exclamation.
god, I've got so much shit going. I'm paused. Spacebar doesn't pause.
Yep, spacebar doesn't pause. Absolutely not. Now, you just look for things, and I will start looking for things, but first I need to finish setting things up, which means I need to go to your channel.
So,
and copy your things.
athlete for Tyno.
And then
invite
I put
some folk.
Your link into the description of the YouTube site. Namely.
Oh shit, that reminds me, I've got to change some fucking.
There.
I've got to change some fucking timers. Shit!
Don't worry, you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it.
Well, you were like, I'll post your link in this thingy, and I was just like, oh yeah, I have a. I was like, oh yeah, I've got a timer command I can turn on that'll just have your link already. And oh fuck, I've got one on for other people right now.
Random other people, not even here, get links. You're very generous, aren't ya? Now, YouTube is running. That is a good sign. Now I need my music because, well, as much as I like Crusader Kings, I like the new music more. What can I say? Now, let's move back to your stream.
That is going to fuck me up, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
No,
well, I put your stream into picture-in-picture mode, so I can keep an eye on my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, out of convenience, I just put your picture-in-picture stream over my stream preview of my gameplay. But my camera is completely uncovered, and now I'm just going to end up looking at your stream thinking it's mine. And I'm waiting on it. I'm just waiting. You'll see. You'll see.
I have actually the same problem because well, your stream is also quite literally over my my gameplay preview, which means I'm looking over there to like see if things is happening. So that's not what I'm doing, but okay.
What title am I going to lose on Succession? Okay, that's not.
What problems do I have? Actually, how big and small am I? Okay.
8 kids.
I see. I see. What was I actually doing last time? That's a very good question. Because,
also, why are we at war, and who are we at war with?
I think our king just declared a war on the Italians for, well, excommunication apparently. Who is the
I'll join that.
Is he excommunicated? No. Yes, no, maybe? Is the guy from Italy excommunicated? I'm confused. Who the fuck is the excommunicated one? I am confused. Am I just not seeing it? Is that it? Oh, he has cancer. Oh, king has cancer. That's great. Well, not so great for him, mind you, but it was.
Just seems like we've been thrown all of a sudden I got thrown every fucking notification at once.
What else was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to actually become...
Why is my
Yeah. Oh, I'm groomed. And content. And craven. And arbitrary.
Why does my sister want to kill me?
It's something you have to kinda ask her yourself, I suppose.
Well, I don't have that option. I just have the option to tell her, hey, stop it.
Well, somebody tries to kill my son, which is grand, and somebody's trying to kill my spy master. Some random nonsense woman in old age is trying to kill my son for no reason. You don't have to understand it. I'm just going to accept it as a given. Actually, my son, how are you? You are a sinful man, aren't ya? Jesus Christ. 3 deadly sins already, and that at your young age. Impressive. Now, as for me, I would very much like to get my
I am
hands.
marching my army on Italia.
I would like to get my hands, if I can, get them on, well, good old Cologne. My ever-growing ambition. And mostly because I like the area. I have been born in that nice little city with the big dome. Kinda like to possess it again. That's gonna take.
Yeah, I've enlisted my army to help fight the war against Italy because I'm playing the long con here. Help us win the war in Italy, so we claim territory in Italy, so I can establish a claim on the territory in Italy.
Yeah, not necessarily a bad idea. I mean, you are reasonably sized.
Well,
You have a reasonable army.
all of this is with the end goal of making the important decision to found a kingdom.
Yeah. Actually, I think we should probably consider the long run.
That is the long run.
We could-
The long run is to be a king.
I mean, yeah, we could potentially just now attack our king for his titles. He has a lot of kingdom titles, mind you, at some point if we get big enough and brawny enough. Or we could, of course, try for independence and make our own kingdoms. Actually, I think we don't even need that much.
I think, well, yeah, you do need independence to establish a new kingdom.
Yeah, then we need prestige greater than 1000. That is not a problem. That's a waiting game. Personal wealth
That's
of 3.
also one of the reasons one of the reasons I've gotten to this war.
And the realm size
So I can get a
needs
good
to be
prestige
greater than
boost.
35. I mean, that's not a problem. Your realm size should also be relatively close to that, actually. And I actually see
So me and
that.
you band together with the goal of forming a new kingdom, or do we want to form 2 different kingdoms?
Honestly,
Let's form one kingdom. Let's form one kingdom for now, because if we wanted to do 2 kingdoms, I wouldn't want my kingdom here in mainland Europe.
I mean, to be fair, if we had another person, we could do a 3 kingdoms joke about it.
So our first long-term goal will be to establish our own kingdom, and then maybe we can think about going north and taking England.
True.
What conflict did I lose?
Matters of life and death.
How many? Oh, you've put an awful lot of people in here.
Summon the council. I will have to try and look for, well, immortality, I guess. Because my character realized I'm getting old. I don't want to die.
My army arrived at the battlefield a little bit too early. I need this big West Francia army of 6,000 to hurry the fuck up.
Well, I mean, he is moving slowly, ever so slowly. He will arrive at the 7th of August, which is 2 more days. 1 more day, and bloop. That should help you. Also, there's another stack coming, so... The Princess of Italy apparently fancies me. Not appropriate. I'm a man of the cloth, basically. I mean, I look like one.
Oh, you can. I guess I can too. You can up the game speed 1 or 2 if you want.
Oh, sure. I'm gonna give it a bit more speed. For the moment, I'm playing the waiting game anyway. Trying to establish my power to the point where I could actually establish a kingdom if I were independent. Then basically just waiting until our dearest of king is a bit weaker so we can actually do that. Free ourselves. I mean, we could form a faction for it, I guess. An independence faction. At some point. There is one going on, but I don't really like the idea of having an independence faction under somebody else.
Not at least without there already being steps in place to usurp that faction.
Indeed. Don't really like it otherwise. And I don't really want to change one king against another king. That's just, it doesn't really sound all that good now, does it? Bit of a wasteful effort. I might start building some castle fortifications. Mostly because they're cheap. Oh, my court chaplain has died. Sadness. Very much sadness. Everything else is still full, though. What does my realm actually have? I could go for more centralization. If my legalism was high enough. Which it is not.
My army. Oh god, the army of Italy's coming for my army. Come on. Yes. I managed to retreat to the
main stack.
To be with our, yeah, to the main army.
Just easily peasily running away. I mean, to be fair, Italy... Yeah, how much does Italy have? Well, it's 3.86k, and our king, technically speaking, has 11k. He should more than able to win this war. If nothing else happens, that is, which could happen, potentially. After all, West France isn't the most stable of places, as we have seen last time.
It isn't.
I want to buy indulgence for my sins. Honestly, I will probably leave the whole sinful thing, well, or less sinful thing to my son.
However, we are winning this war.
You are, indeed. 52% war score already. Not a bad deal. I mean, there have been quite a few battles, I have to imagine. Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, and this is because I think, yeah, we keep... Either we hit their army before they had the chance to get all their numbers together, or we just had them outnumbered.
Yeah, worked like a charm, I would say. It's a nice, easy war. Easy on the ice, even. And there he runs away again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid it. I'm trying to avoid the Italians' army. I'm just contributing to war score.
Nice. And I'm a higher level in my society. Neat. Intolerable. The heretic.
Let's see. Intrigue. Who do I have? No prisoners.
And my god chaplain tried to steal from the poor again. What an idiot. He had such a cushy position. Now he will get into the prison. Not the smartest cookie, now is he? Oh no, another blessed has passed. That's sad.
Indeed. A loss for all of us.
A whole loss for Christianity. I should see, how does Christianity do these fine days? Realm, religions. Jesus Christ. All authority is down to 39. Christianity is losing. Well, at least Catholicism is losing. Technically speaking, all of the other heretics ways are also very much Christian. Or so they claim.
Right.
Hello, you know.
They're just the wrong kind of Christian.
A very wrong kind. How dare they defy the Pope? After I've been so buddy-buddy with them.
You know, they're like the Jews.
Basically, you just don't understand.
You believe in God, you believe in the right God, just the wrong way.
Yeah, and we can't have that now, can we? You need to follow proper procedure. Otherwise, who's going to build all of those nice churches and then raise them again? Because, well, a whole schism is in the near future. Well, near future. Pretty sure we still have a bit of time for that.
Shifted Berkshire obligation.
Yeah, finally finished that one.
One of that siege is complete. Now I'm just... Hey, you know, if the king, if you would send one of these, you know, 4,000 plus man armies to the same combat tile I'm on, this could go a fuckload quicker.
Well, could. As I said, the AI is special sometimes with its ideas, where to send troops and where not.
I'll combine mine with him. We're already at 99% victory.
Wasting money on all of the things. All of my money! No man, go away, raiders. I don't want you on my lands. You ain't welcome here. And so the war is almost over, I would say. 99%.
Oh my lord.
Looking rather splendid. West Francia becomes ever more powerful, only to break again and again. And my marshal is dead. Why are my people dying?
So, should one of... I guess we should wait to start an independence faction.
Maybe we should at least be reasonably powerful enough to actually deal with what that entails. Maybe leading with our king.
So we should be able to at least... Well, it doesn't. It doesn't necessarily have to be just us two in the faction, I suppose.
You know,
We can get
some
we can
random.
get AI.
Yes.
Hey, Ruben.
Some will follow. Let me see. How is the opinion of my vassals right about now? You know, some people really, really hate me. I kind of have to wait out for a bit. How is it at the court of my dearest of king?
Jesus, can this war end?
Although you're still at 99%, you're still not 100%.
I know.
And your king will not accept
I hate
it.
this system. There, we're at 100%.
And put somebody even lower. Oh, come on, king. Okay. And what have we gained of that? Not much, I would say. Put it mildly.
And down my troops.
Glorious of King still has cancer. That's great.
How you doing, Ruben? I said, okay, King is stood down. What have I done?
Can I afford that? To get even more hated by my temple vassals. It shouldn't take that long to get rid of that. Let's see. I'm hated until 16 for revoked vassal title. Sure. I'll take it.
So now what is my council doing? Fabricating a claim. Do I have any claims on anything just yet?
Yeah, I'm also waiting on a claim. I want to recapture my hometown.
Campaigns in the JMP mod with larger armies than last time. Nice. Wonderful. Glad to hear it.
And heresy has appeared. It's always good when heresy appears.
In Savoy.
And if you let it fester for long enough, the church will actually gonna send its inquisition down there and be like, hello, we're gonna take over now. Let me deal with that. Oh, I have my claim.
I have my justification.
Me too. You just need to deal with some bloody
Now then,
freaking
what is my...
raiders first. Oops,
okay, so I'm going to wait. Start sewing Descent in there.
Send some reinforcements in there. Because that battle is actually not going that well. Yet.
Train troops in Lorraine.
Okay, now let me see. Do you have 1k? Could be a pain in the ass to deal with. Could go for hunting again in a few years. I guess I could just use all of my troops.
Right. Now I just have to wait. I'm just waiting on the right amount of troop. Once my levies have recovered enough, I will declare. Which now, unfortunately, even though it's just for this one territory, it's going. Your strategy with 6,000 man Ricker units worked like a charm. I told you, yeah, man. You have them by the time you needed to replenish them. By the time you needed to replenish your units, you just had a very well trained, veteranized unit, didn't you? It does work good.
Oh great, I've become shy and depressed at the same time. I'm feeling great. Oh shit.
Why are you depressed? Because I don't have anyone to talk to. Go talk to people. I'm shy.
Yeah, basically. I fucked myself over.
Oh my god. On Crusader Kings 3, I was having that issue. My ruler kept getting fucking stress penalties because he kept having to do shit because he was shy.
Oh, for fuck's sake, raiders. Could you stop appearing randomly on my lands?
I'm super happy that strategy worked out great now. And I'm glad to know that I haven't had a chance to really test it into the late game. Although I'm really probably about to start recording some Ultimate General footage in the near future for the YouTube channel. If it's about time. Like, I walk away from... I mean, that is a game I have 1,000 hours in.
That's impressive.
Literally, I looked. It's a lie. I don't have 1,000 hours. I have 999.5.
Yeah, let's just say 1,000. That's
They just couldn't
close,
be pushed away in melee. Right. Yeah, they just hold that front.
Now. Back to the waiting game, because my troops are suffering and that's not enough to deal with my enemy. I wish I had some actual martial skills, but ever since I'm depressed, it's even lower. Now I have 1.
Did you, Ruben, did you spec those large units fully in, like, melee, or did you mix it up and have, like, a 6,000 man unit that you were trying to trim the fat on, train up to be, like, marksmen? Oh, and just so you have an idea of what we are talking about. So I had pitched Ruben was having an issue. He was doing a playthrough on Ultimate General Civil War with this really amazing mod that I know you've heard me talk about because I don't shut the fuck up about it.
That could very well be.
And he was doing a Union playthrough on Legendary, and he was having issues because the CSA, especially in the early game, have amazing morale in melee.
Mm-hmm.
And most of us, like veterans of this game, have learned that a kind of tried and true strategy, even though with this mod, it potentially allows you to make like infantry regiments of 6,000 plus men. We've learned that at the end of the day, it's kind of best to run at about 1,500, because then if you put your perks in them correctly, you can financially afford to keep those 1,500 man infantry brigades stocked with veteran experienced troops rather than having to replenish your losses with inexperienced rookies, which matters, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
And also, this allows you to put more money into better weapons, so you'll have a smaller army, but it will be a infinitely better trained, better equipped army.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I can see
kind
the
of
advantage.
like Britain entering World War One. It was a very small army, but it was a very professional army.
That can be worth quite a lot, indeed.
Ruben, it wasn't working for Ruben, and I've noticed that there's a lot of areas that it doesn't work in there where it falters. So I came up with the idea of, I'm sure I say I came up with, I'm the only one, I'm sure someone else has, but instead having a couple of units at least that they're just maxed out in their numbers. That's what matters, is having enough troops and weapons to max out a couple of infantry brigades.
Mm-hmm.
And then just let them fucking fight. Do not replenish those losses until that unit has suffered enough losses to bring them to about the number you want to keep them at. Does that make sense? So if you want a unit of 2,000 men, make a 6,000 man unit and just let them fucking fight until they're a 2,000 man unit, and then start replenishing losses in that regiment.
I mean, that's one strategy, of course.
Well, it apparently has been working like a charm. Oh, I'm sorry, Ruben. My overlay is fucking up, and I'm not getting chat on my overlay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But in some battles, you had to counterweight them with 500 men dummy units to prevent the enemy regiments from overthrowing too. Right. Okay. Yeah. Now are you Ruben? Are you talking when you say that? Are you talking about like because they were like just massing on your large units, or are you talking about because of scaling? Always use marksman perks since 6,000 men is enough alone to melee successfully. Also, I can call in multiple brigades. Had a dedicated melee unit on each side, though.
So how does scaling actually work in that game?
Horribly.
Good answer.
I say that. With the mod, it works a lot more fair. It is a lot more fair. It is still there. That's also kind of where that 1,500 man strategy came from. Was in a means of combating the scaling. However, and the community for this game is, especially with this mod is concerned, is so dedicated and so good, even though it's a small community. And everybody is there, always willing to answer your, like the co-creator of the mod is, it's a good tradition. Yeah, I have some made. The co-creator of the mod is also, like, if you ask a question about the mod in the subreddit for this game, the co-creator of the mod's going to answer.
That's good.
You don't have to tag. You don't have to tag them. You don't have to tag them. You don't have. You can just be like, hey. And when I bring all that up, to bring up, people have been walked through so many times on how to personally go into the mod settings and adjust the scaling.
That's neat. Interesting.
Ruben says in smaller battles, the AI scales according to the average size of your units, and according in bigger battles, according to the total men count in all of your armies.
Oh boy, yeah, that's a scaling system, all right. Ah, not my most favorite one. No.
In vanilla, it sucks.
I can imagine that would suck, yeah. Oh, especially if you have the mega battles and they go for your total numbers. Which means you will have a need for smaller elite units, because if your total number is actually the deciding factor, yeah. Oh boy. Not the most... well, I mean, I guess it is an intuitive system, but... yeah. Makes you want to cheese the system at least a little bit, otherwise you will get fucked, probably. Quite easily. But the game was actually rather interesting. I might actually take a look at it. When I have some time and actually some money spent again. Which will probably be next month.
It's a... Dude, this is a game, like, 10 out of 10. Recommend. Now, the Ultimate General Civil War does not have any multiplayer function, which is the only negative thing I can say about it.
God damn it.
Which is why most of us, a lot of us that want it, that I just have to have it, will buy Ultimate General Gettysburg, which for some reason does have multiplayer. It came out before Civil War.
Why didn't they keep that? Sounds like a bit of a
some battles, the numbers of cannons and men were fixed. I couldn't adjust them by forming 500 men units and 4-gun batteries, like the Battle of Hardin Pike. Now, I wonder if they're just... I wonder if that's just like a... They're just fixed at a certain... Like, you can't cheese it to being too few. Okay, so... In order for me to exercise my claim on Juliet, I have to declare war on their king, so all of Savoy. Now the question is the best way to go about this to declare war, exercising my claim, or to declare a holy war for Lower Lorraine?
If you can help it, usually I try to avoid the holy wars, because the risk of other factions getting involved is just quite high.
Just exercise my claim.
Yeah, that's usually the safer variant, honestly.
That'll put us at war with the whole kingdom of Savoy.
That... yeah, that's...
By ourselves.
I wish I could actually...
That's why I brought up the Holy War, because yes, other Germanic tribes might join Savoy, but
I mean, you will still be
others
at war.
might join us.
Potentially, yes. I mean, for the moment, I'm actually involved in my own little war, and I have like 1,000 and a few troops, so check actually out how much the Kingdom of Savoy has in troops before you make a decision on that matter.
According to the one, hang on, I've got all these fucking damn
the pop-ups
notifications. I'm pausing. I'm tired of all these notifications popping up.
Yeah, you do that. I'm just probably gonna win this war.
And then it'll also let me. Also, I didn't know you were at war. I got so wrapped up talking about this.
Yeah, it's just a small little acquisition of land, basically. I just waited a bit to have a bit of a troop advantage, and that was all. So no problem here.
That's what I'm trying to do. Is just one troop. I'm gonna.
But do give me a second.
I'm declaring. Yeah. Oh yeah. You do you. Let me unpause. There you go.
Let me just win, and if I can replenish my troops a bit, then I can of course send you help. But as I said, at max I have... The
problem is the battles were made by multiple developer teams of the guidelines that changed during the development. I don't...
You know, that could of course happen if different people take over somewhere in the middle. Actually, there are few games like that, now that I think about it.
Well, I think Ruben's talking about like the development of the vanilla version of the game, which there was a lot of issues with, my man. Like I mean, that's why this mod is so amazing, is because, for example, If you put cavalry, oh wait, what's Ruben got? For example, if you play the standalone Battle of Hardin Pike, the Union has some obsolete cannons like 12 pounders in 1865,
Okay.
which is that's not.
Yeah, that's not even. That's old, even for that time.
No. If you play this battle as part of the campaign, these guns are still there. Why? While on Legendary, the enemy uses the most modern guns everywhere else. Okay, so and
Jesus.
I am also willing to, like you say, while on Legendary, and I'm willing to accept.
Yeah, that's an
damn,
unfair advantage. I mean, the pure bonuses in accuracy should.
Oh, dude, yeah, like you play this game on Legendary with this mod, like the enemy is just going to be the best, most well-equipped army.
I mean, look at us. We are modern already.
And it is, and it doesn't it doesn't matter which side it is, even if it's the Confederates, it'll be late in the war, and they'll just have just fucking phenomenal weaponry. And it is insane, which like historically they did not have. In fact, that was kind of a big issue for them, was they didn't have all that many guns.
But no, the game is like, we need to give them a better chance. And so, yeah, take it. Best guns.
No, it's not even that we need to. No, on Legendary, it's not we need to give them a better chance. It's we need to eliminate every chance we can from you.
Looking at the battlefield like, yeah, I don't want to fight this battle anymore. Let me go home, please.
I don't actually. I've never played the game on Legendary, and I don't necessarily want to.
It sounds like you really would need to be dedicated to play this and have fun with this, honestly. I mean, you know, good for the people that can.
Like, it's not, you have to be dedicated to play it and have fun.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've played games not just for fun, but because, well, I had to.
Well, on Legendary.
But,
I already read that.
Jesus Christ. I mean, good for people that can actually have fun with that, honestly. Very good for them, but,
I'm going to check and see.
Right. Okay, I need to pause for a break because I actually need to take care of my inheritance because I just died. My game. You have bad
Hey,
time.
Ruben, do me a favor and type something in chat.
Okay, how bad is it?
Never mind, Nightbot took care of it. Cool, I got my overlay fixed. I didn't do anything, but I fixed it.
Okay, just...
The second Battle of Bull Run is an example of this as well. There's a Confederate battery named Pelham that has a 3-star and a 6-pounder cannon, while the other artillery is more up to the war period and difficulty level. And here's like, okay, so, and I'm willing to accept like inaccuracies to an extent, because like, yeah, those 6-pounder cannons are useless, really, but it's still a 3-star unit, and so that means it has perks, and in the mod, the perks really make the fucking army. They're game changing, bro. Like, you're gonna like the best trick you can learn is how to rig your recruitment pool, and you'll learn how to kind of play with the system a little bit. So that way, every time, if not most of the time, when you create a new regiment, it'll already have 1 star, so you can go ahead and put a perk on it for like accuracy, melee, whatever you're wanting to do, or making it light infantry, whatever. Okay, so that dart sucks. Oh, while I'm waiting on you, I'm gonna show this off. Check out my new nerd. Oh, that's I knew it would fuck me up. There, your picture fucking me up. New Nerf blaster.
Oh, that is.
This is so nice.
Aww.
I love this.
A cute little gun.
And it works pretty good. I like it.
Nice.
I like it. My little star. And like I said, this looks like Clone Wars era. Say like because of blue and the white. Like this is Galactic Republic, right? I don't know.
Yeah, could be. It's cute.
Oh, that's shit dart. I'm slowly finding that a lot of my older darts are split, so they just don't fire. So I'm ripping off the heads
Yeah, create better little
and then just
bullets.
throwing.
Now, I will unpause it again so that you can actually play again.
Yeah, take your time.
I've taken care of my my inheritance stuff. I just randomly died of natural causes, I'm assuming. I mean,
Assuming.
it happens sometimes. Now I kinda am the most sinful man ever. Heinrich II, he is a wrathful, lustful, proud individual. This is awesome. Very awesome. But hey, we're making progress. Very
Indeed.
slow progress.
How's my military coming up? Good.
And you're part of the
I'm actually going to go ahead and declare because...
God, I have something like a martial score, which means I actually get troops again. I have like 1.5k. There are some advantages to being a new one. I will have to admit that much.
I'm declaring war now because I can actually afford mercenaries.
Yeah, do be careful. You have to not only buy
That I can afford to pay even.
Yeah, you have to kind of, you know, think about how long your campaign will actually last and if you can actually pay them the whole time, or if you just need them for 1 or 2 battles to break the enemy. I got a hunting dog. I shall call it Faithful. And hope that I can actually, you know, stop being a sinful person. And I have a prisoner. I'm not against that. Alright, come on. Beat those freaking raiders. I hate the Viking Age. Basically, raid. Have I mentioned raids yet? Centralization. Give me all the power, game. I do love the sentiments of the game, though. The Lords of Hesse have approved it. No, the Lord, one, singular, has approved of it. Everybody else's opinion didn't matter. But I can say I have to do something that makes it sound like the council actually has a say in it.
Finds me. I gotta find you. Where the fuck are you? So that way I can just...
Let's not become a Satanist right off the bat. I'm trying to actually do something about my sinful nature. Except, of course, we know where our blessing upon you, announced because you honor and obligation, you answer the call of arms.
Oh no, that's that too soon, didn't I?
I am now part of your war, I thought. We have actually 2 wars now. One against Saxony in the Upper Lorraine claim on Jülich, that's you. And we have the Nudric Holy War for Barcelona. Which means you have attacked Saxony. Saxony has 3k at the moment. I mean, that's not much of a problem. Let me raise my troops and combine them. Do try to capture Jülich first, so that you can actually gain war score of that. Also, there comes the big numbers.
They have definitely mobilized. They've mobilized a lot.
They have mobilized. Everybody has joined him. That means all of the high chieftains have also joined him in this particular nonsense. It's going to be a bit difficult.
Hammer. I think people have joined us.
Well, I have joined you. Apart from that, it's rather silent on our side.
Oh, then there's fucking war now. Oh, yeah, everybody joined them.
Yep. And I will send my troops over to help you, no question about it, but this is gonna be difficult, put it mildly. Yeah, I'll try to actually attack the asshole up here so I
Could have
maybe...
gone for the Holy War.
And try to actually capture one of their leaders if I can. Turn this around maybe a bit.
I've captured a couple of minor leaders.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one of their kings at least. Well, kings. Because that would indeed help quite a bit. Okay, how's the war going? Eh. Not good would be a nice way of saying it. For the moment, but, well, it's still early. On the side, I need to warn people about their weight, because that's important apparently. I'm gonna come down here and help you sieging down Jülich. Because that's basically our best chance.
That's what I'm sieging now.
Okay, he is in 2 wars at the moment. And he has a Christian defensive pact against him. I mean, understandable. Now then, let's see if we get actually lucky. Nice little lucky break. Oh, and I have another claim. Yeah, that's precisely what I was waiting for. So I can get my next duchy. Technically speaking, I actually have enough in my realm to form my own kingdom. If I were independent, that is. So one requirement has been met. I don't have the prestige, though.
I do not either. I just...
Yeah, I mean, it's what we plan to do in the future. Oh shit, there comes the big army. Where the fuck are you going? Don't tell me he's coming up here. I think he's coming up here.
Motherfucker.
Maybe. Yeah.
An army of 9,000 against my army of 3,000.
You'd be surprised, all of my troops are in there too.
Our army of 3,000.
Indeed.
My mistake. But I mean, it's in our. We're fighting on the hills, so we're. But that is not gonna matter. We're not gonna take that numerical advantage.
Yeah. That's just too much of an advantage.
Yeah.
We would have quite literally to kill, everybody has to kill 3 people at the very least. And that's just not, just not reasonable. It's not be reasonable. Actually, how does it look for my court? Is my people happy? My people is rather happy. Nice. Well, apart from one.
If you've got 150 gold, not that it would make a difference, but you can, you can hire a 1,500 group of mercs.
Yeah, as long as we don't get any help against that big army, though, that's not enough. Sadly.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
I mean, we can try to siege down some others areas, but as long as we don't actually have Jülich, we are going to lose war score. Over and over and over again.
That's why I'd hired on the band of mercenaries, because like I figured with my army of around 2,000 and then the band of mercenaries of 1,500, I could just kind of start blitzing through territory.
Potentially, yes. But
maybe get well, that was what was supposed to happen, but I should have called the Holy War.
Potentially, yes. Oh, hello there, little strategy mama. You found your way here too. Ah, yeah, my army's gonna get crushed again by a 10,000 people stack. I have 700. I feel like my chances aren't great. Yeah, I think I will actually have to recall my army and recall them again. Because that's just...
Moving my army of 700 to one of their territories. Oh, never mind. I can... Oh, wait, are you gonna... Yeah, cool. I mean, we're not the only ones fighting them.
Why is the count... Why do I still have a count there? Okay, what's that? Who can marry? I mean, sure. Let's see, how about you? I do have my very own dangerous faction now that I need to deal with. don't really want to lose my territory. Very good question, actually. Why do
I didn't mean to do that, but okay.
Just a bit of a tick in the speech, I suppose. Don't worry about it, little strategy mamba. It's probably
I was oh yeah, I was just given another territory.
I have another territory. Oh, fine. Nice money.
I misclicked.
Yeah, you have the territory of Naturia. I think that's actually part of the... I wanted to know what's that de jure game. Thank you very much.
Run,
It's
my tiny army.
De jure part of the Duchy of Gold. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I'm trying to get my army of 650 to run away from this army of 9,000.
Run fast! Run fast indeed. Okay, for some reason I still have vassals that I do not like. Barons, bishops. Still have a count somewhere. Yeah, the Count of Würzburg. And that is something I need to deal with. Very much so. Because the Count of Würzburg needs to be gone. Ah, God damn it, it's costing money. Oh! Well, you would assume so, but running away from that many people will be a bit of a pain in the ass. Honestly, I do wonder how we're going to turn this war around.
I'm sieging when I can, but I just do not have the forces anymore.
Yeah, I think this war will probably be lost.
Indeed, I should have called. Can I sue for a white piece?
Yeah, you can give in to the demands at this point. For white piece, you would have at least needed 0. Right now, I mean,
I can surrender.
what would that cost you if you surrender? Think about that very carefully.
150 prestige.
Ouch.
And he says I pay 496 gold, but I don't have that.
Which means you will go into debt. Quite a bit.
A lot of debt.
Oh, I actually have a claim on your new territory. Interesting.
Well, I'd lose the claim on the territory too, so...
Yeah, I kind of got that because it's part of the duchy that I hold. I have the Duchy of Köln. Cologne, in English. And as long as I have that and you have territory of that, I will be holding a claim on that, basically. But I'm not going to make good of that claim, of course. That would be rather idiotic. I will have to
stand down my army
to deal with a certain other person, namely this one here. I need to take the title from him. Revoke the title.
Yeah, I'm standing down my military and I'm just...
Nice.
I mean, we've lost this war.
Yeah. And 98%, yeah, this war is basically... Just to say it, the war's over. You can't win this. But hey, at least apart from a bit of money and prestige, you didn't really lose much.
I mean...
You actually gained the territory in the meantime, mind you.
This is true. It just... Alright, so...
Now, let me see. I don't have any counts in my territory any longer, I hope. No, I still have. I have the Prince Bishop of Cologne. Great. Need to deal with that one too. And my vassals hate me for the moment because I just revoked the title. They are like, you didn't have a good reason for that. And I'm sitting here like, no, I had a very good reason for that.
Just ransomed off one of the prisoners I took during the war.
Oh yeah, actually, I could probably look if I have some. Do I have some prisoners? I have. Can I ransom some? I can. I can ransom off the Bishop of Worms. For how much, actually? 25 gold. 70 gold for Chief Vladislav. Okay. Yeah, not worth it. You're gonna sit in my prison for a bit longer. If I ask the Pope for indulgence for my sins, what would that cost me?
If I ask the Pope for money...
I'm actually offering him money, basically.
He will not... I have the 120 piety. Why won't you give me money? Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, let's switch remember. West Francia has risen after it has risen against Middle Francia, has split up in many parts and has now reunited again. The Holy Father has granted me absolution. Glory to God. I'm not a sinner any longer. I'm a good person. I'm a good Christian. No one can change that. The fact that I'm still, you know, a lustful, proud person is totally not working against me. Versus. Rabam. Now, we need to, maybe. Is your child healthy? Your child seems to be healthy.
There you go.
This is going to lead to so much incest in the long run. You're aware of that, right?
Oh no, not even. No, it won't. No, it won't. I have a contingency plan for that.
Well, because
I'm ready for that.
okay, if you say so, I'll trust you.
See, look. So right now, it's like it'll only lead to incest if we end up without a kingdom, our own kingdom. Because once we have broken off and formed our own kingdom, then we just only marry enough to keep our alliance with our family alliance strong. But I have every intention of, after that happens, to start marrying off every child that I get, to start, you know, forming a web for claims into expanding a kingdom.
Not a bad idea. I guess in the long
So
run.
we fuck like rabbits until we can populate a kingdom, and then we take that kingdom and fuck and just have sex with everything that's not us, and then say, "Hey, I put my dick in it. It's mine now."
Quite literally.
And that's how we're going to conquer the world.
In the most pleasant way imaginable, of course. The question is,
And not to mention, and if in the event that like things go
okay, let me see. How long do they hate
in
me?
the
26?
event that these things go a little slower than we need them to, let us not forget that, at least I don't know about you, but I've been saying yes to most of the time whenever the AI is just like, yo, you wanna my niece and your fucking tavern bitch. How about it? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I do know that. Also, I've looked a bit for someone with, well, good qualities I would like to actually have. Not many around though. Not many genetically nice people.
We're at war.
But alas, I can't wait.
Again.
Oh, my physician has become better. I sure hope I can survive quite a bit. Well, I'm not proud any longer. I'm getting on the good way now. 2 sins against 2 virtues at the moment.
And that is something I've been starting to do is look. I've been looking more to match up people in my court with like good, because I'm just throwing my kids at whatever I need them at, in terms of, in order to continue to grow power and consolidate power. So I've been trying to take a more skill-focused approach for marrying off my court members to each other, because eventually I'm going to bang their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Somewhat, yeah. Oh.
Kind of like I'm expanding the gene pool where I can.
Not a bad choice, honestly. We do
Like
need...
I said, I have multiple things. I have contingencies in place. Don't worry, all right? We're not going to have sister and cousin fuckers unless we choose to have them.
Good. Because that can end up rather horrible, to put it mildly. And rather quickly at that.
Real quick, you don't have to pause or anything, but I'm going to go pee and grab a drink.
you do that. I will hold position. I will not help you. What do you want? I will not help you. You all vote badly. I don't like it. Incest is incest in the world of Habsburg. Well, that much is true. They did that until it became absolutely horrendous. Let's not try that, shall we? Also, I think it's a bit early for the Habsburgs to become too big. Frankish-Catholic, you say? You know, my sons are gonna stay German. The very least I can do for them in this horrible world. But some nonsensical Frankish bullshit. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Won't have that. Well, their line still exists, which is remarkable considering how damaged that line should be at this point, but I had nothing if not resilient at the very least. You have to give that much to the Habsburg. Still, I don't really feel like getting all of the potential negatives of having, you know, my children fuck each other. Yeah, I mean, you would have, after generations and generations and generations of incest, you would have a lot of problems in your bloodline. I really would like to focus on something a bit more healthy for a while, like theologically, than going like, yes, I've seen the Lord and stuff.
I have returned.
Oh, welcome back. No, the Prince Bishop. Maybe I can actually give him a position. I can. That he doesn't hate me that much.
We changed colors?
Yeah, he has made Middle Francia his main title again. Which is totally useless, because he has like 4 titles, kingdom titles, that you can just randomly choose between them. Now it's Middle Francia, for no good reason. Not like anything changed. Literally not. Now, I mean, technically speaking, also our king is imprisoned, which... Wait, why is big? No, he's not in prison any longer. Okay, game, if you say so, I'll take it.
Yo, what the fuck?
Okay, now we have a problem again.
Okay. I'm pausing. That is just... it's been non-stop notifications for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, Middle Francia has split up again. And that means you are probably, yes, you're once again on the other side of the Iron Curtain.
Yeah, man.
Well, welcome to the other side.
One of us form a kingdom yet? One of us has to form a faction. Do we have to, or did we need to form a faction for independence? Well, if I form I'm forming a faction for independence, and then I guess inviting you.
The problem is you're now part of another kingdom, which means it's another kingdom's faction. I don't even know if I can join it. But yeah, basically,
none of your territories got caught in it.
Nope. I'm once again splendidly, nice and easily in my own little king. I mean, at the long run, we're going to be unified again. Well, which always happens, because East Francia is not going to just sit here and wait until, you know, Middle Francia comes and knocks on the door. In order to make this, we should probably wait until we are unified again, because otherwise this is going to be a problem. Hey, that means we can also grow a bit more. Which is actually technically going to be difficult, because I actually don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to be growing from there. Well, up there is not a good option.
Okay, you can hit play. I also lost all of my minor court council.
Well, that was one of those horrible nonsense things happening. And also the plague is coming from west. No, I will not let you make my children Frankish. Jesus Christ. King, new king. I don't know why he came up with that idea, but I will not ever allow that.
And I don't care that my Legis Council is discontent.
Well, at this point, dear little strategy member, it's not so much that Middle Francia survived, it's more like, you know, our king has decided to randomly use every title he can, so, you know, They're just choosing based on their mood. What color they would like to see on the map, basically. It's not that the original Medieval Francia is still around. That has been dealt with. Now the question is, how long will it actually take until war? Oh great. Oh fucking great. Are you kidding me? Fucking revolt? For fuck's sake.
Are we still allies, you and I? We have a non-aggression pact.
Yeah, that much we should have. Everything else is probably gone by the wind. Now I have to deal with a revolt, because another half of East Francia has just decided to revolt. Can we actually win this? Let me take an educated look. 6.7k, and my king has 2k. Yeah, no, I don't think we can. I don't think I'm even going to bother helping him. Because that doesn't work. Yay, the Jews are back. I mean, that's something. Ah, this is going to do horrible things to my economy, though. I mean, technically speaking, since I have almost as many troops, I guess I could declare an independence war against my liege. Become independent.
Oh.
Maybe not. I have cramps. I'm suffering, and I'm sick. 4,000 troops. Yeah, no, I can't deal with that. Also, I'm going to lose most of my military if they siege me down. And I don't think my king can actually help me. I guess I'm gonna have to wizard a storm against Grand Chiefs of Saxony. You once again want to go to war with Saxony?
Yep.
That was a dangerous gamble. Hey, I'm feeling better.
But this time I'm doing it right.
Oh.
Called a holy war.
And let's hope that Christianity actually has the time and the energy to help you. Because right now, things are not looking good for my side. I'm getting sieged down. And I don't actually have the troops.
I mean, he's calling in as many as he can. However, oh, that was you. You're the only one that answered so far.
Well, yeah, of course. We're allied, of course I'm going to join your war, although to be fair, I will not be much use.
Well, I'm just kind of banking on more people also joining.
Yeah, you can hope for the best. Because it's, yeah, Jülich and Liga are the targets again. Huh. I mean, if you can capture them and hold them, and hope that Saxony is busy doing other shit, which could potentially be. They are still in another war. Might actually get away with it.
Well, I'm going to get away with it.
I mean, one can hope. Ah, how is my little war going to turn out? The game is like, yes, let me remind you that you just lost a siege. And I'm like, I know, game. I'm well aware that I lost that siege. Guess I could try to hire some mercenaries and deal with it.
Borrowed. See, I guess when the kingdoms changed colors again, the Jews were no longer expelled.
Yeah, actually my king officially let the Jews back in again, and we're like, yeah, it's time to end this. We need them, and we need their money.
And I guess we did too. So I borrowed 300, hired a mercenary company.
Not a bad idea. I'm just trying to unify my troops now and actually do something for my king in his little war effort, because I don't want to sit here and wait and see what happens if he loses. Sounds like a bad idea. Now then. I lost another siege, but that doesn't matter. I have 5,700 troops. on very much borrowed money because I'm losing money like a bitch right now. Which ain't good. It's putting it mildly.
Sieging their 2 territories nearest to me.
Now then.
And winning.
We go for gold. Come on. We need to win this war. I mean, we don't really need to win this war, but it would most definitively help. Come on. We have numerical superiority. Do it. Do it.
People.
Shit, they're getting reinforcements.
What's calling?
Break them, please. Break them,
Yes,
please. Break them. Break them. We still have numerical superiority. Ah, this is... Come on. Come on, game. So who's lacking at focus? You? Come on, diplomat.
Yeah,
please.
and he got to keep her an extra day last week.
Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Oh, bloody hard can it be to deal with those fucking rebels? Ah, shit, we're gonna lose this
That's
battle.
alright, he'll get his. Boop, boop.
So even with all the help in the world, still couldn't win that battle. Jesus Christ. Well, if my dearest of kings had actually sent his fucking troops up here, I might have. But no, he didn't. We're fucked. Also means, yeah, my military is once again down in the dumpster.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, can't do much about that. And a post found.
Well, that's good.
Well, he's not gonna live long.
We'll see you when you get home.
No.
Love you.
But
Bye.
damn. Burned another one.
Oh God, I'm gonna get a mute. I need to set up a mute guy for Discord.
You could. Don't worry. I will just continue to ramble on. Because we just lost a rather important battle. I don't think we're going to come back from that one. Not that easily at the very least. She must be on her own.
Not close. Let's go take care of that army where we can.
It doesn't really seem like I have anything to marriage in that direction. Now, how is my military looking? By its very definition, not good. This is going to be a pain. So many pains. Come on. Come on, deal with them. Been a while since I had that much military nonsense happening.
It must have had some other wars going on or something, because that military force that Saxony sent down the last time is just not present.
Nice. I mean, that is very
Yeah.
good, actually. Otherwise, we could probably have the same problem again. Let me see. Our war. Yeah. Also, not nearly as many people have actually joined his side than last side. Well, say that's something. Wha-bam. Now then, attack those fucking raiders and then let's retake our territory. Trouble left, trouble right. See you later, little strategy bomber. Have we peace again? Yes, we have peace again.
Oh man, I'm about to.
Means I have finally some time to actually help you out a bit.
Yeah, because I could use it. There's that military fight. There they are. Not near as strong in numbers. as they were, but
I mean, I'm marching.
they've got fourth.
Ah,
Yeah,
shit.
they've got us outnumbered. Don't march into their territory. Don't march for me.
Yeah, it might actually be able to turn this around still. Maybe. It depends very much on when I actually arrive. Yes. Come on. Yep. This time it turns. This time it turns. And they're gonna get beaten up. Now I'm going to.
Now I run.
Me too. Because I've seen what nonsense comes. And I will go hunting for the white stag again.
I've got a force of 149 staying behind to slow him down.
And I don't think there's gonna be much more than that. Oh boy. 8,000 troops. Yeah. I think they are back. In full force. Ah. Can I siege? Yeah, I can siege Thüringen.
I would certainly love if some other people joined this holy war.
Well, yes. That would be neat, but it does kind of seem like Christianity is rather uninterested at the moment.
I'm gonna... Oh no, that was the wrong move.
I mean, you can still peace out at white peace, because we had 0% war score.
No, it won't let me.
Shit.
And that's gonna be our army gone.
Yeah. We couldn't really outrun them in the long run. Kinda was to be expected that that would happen. Doesn't matter much in the long run, but still, that sucks ass. Honestly, the one thing I'm really hoping for is that our kingdoms will actually unite themselves again, so we actually have a bit more weight to throw around.
Who of this do I have in my prison?
Probably means that I will actually try to be a bit the low end of things. I will actually try to keep my feet still and not too much. For a while at least.
Got a bunch of children in my prison.
Just randomly children prison. Oh,
Yeah.
it happens, you know, sometimes they just end there. Nobody knows how. I will not help the council. Oh shit, I think I helped the council. Didn't want to help the council against my king, that's not a good idea. Would it partly? Oh well, I'll take it. Can we invest in technology? We can potentially. Siege equipment would be neat because more siege speed. I'll take that.
Raise those men up again.
What keeps, and that's it.
So I can raise up another like 1,500, 1,400 men. So I'm going to raise them. This war might not be over yet.
It really depends on how many more wars your enemy gets involved into. He's in 3 wars right now. Which means he needs to put his troops... If that giant stack of 8,000 actually moves away, we might have a chance to sneakily get some points.
Yeah, I'm about to hit this territories that are right catty corner to me once my army's finished assembling.
Yeah, this is going to be...
And I'm still gaining profits. I'm just waiting on the right time to commission another mercenary army.
Yeah, I only have like...
And there's that giant stack again.
Yeah, that is the one we really have to watch out for. If he moves that away in order to deal with his other enemies, we can do something. We can do something. As long as that is around, though, and he's marching straight for you, I would like to point out. No, somebody...
Yeah.
Yeah. This asshole really gives us trouble. He is a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, Saxony has
I
actually...
told you.
Have you actually
told
seen
you
how
last
far
time.
Saxony has gone north? They are in Norway, I think, at this point.
I told you. I told you last time that we needed to worry about them.
Yeah, worry about him is one thing, but we can't do anything against him is the problem. A bit of a pain in the ass. Jesus Christ, when has Saxony gone so big?
And you claim a holy war.
I can potentially claim a river.
And then maybe more people join.
Well, at the moment I'm rather hated myself. That is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, but you're also you might be hated, but you're also very pious.
Not really. My previous character was very pious. My young son here is still... I think the Pope doesn't really like me at the moment. I mean, he does like me somewhat. Ah, shit, somebody died. Yeah, I will most definitely have to keep still for a while and not do anything too bad. I will change my focus to theology and try to actually gain some Christian standing, but that is not going to happen fast. I'm 36 already. I'm basically an old man. Ah, the Middle Ages.
Okay, well that giant stack has moved away, but my army was cut down quite a bit, so...
Yeah, I only have half my troops available easy. But shit. Oh, this is going to be... Yeah, now I have raiders to deal with too. Because of course I have. I really need to build up my territories. I need more fort strength and stuff because I am getting raided. The Age of the Vikings. It takes a while.
All right, I have hired a band of mercenaries.
Yeah, I need a new court position. Oh, that's not good. One of my good people seem to be dying, which is, well, all things considered, not good. I need to cross the Rhine and attack Cologne, which is not a good idea. River crossing is never ever a good idea. I'll take the risk.
I fucked something up.
Oh, here comes the big stack again. Ah, shit. Now I have another problem. My king wants to revoke one of my titles. Which one? The County of Würzburg, you fucking asshole.
If I can just get this tower or this place sieged down.
He does have 9,000 troops though, which kinda makes it a bit difficult to...
Oh, he's got a stack of 12,000 marching for me.
Yeah, I was just talking about my king. He has 9,000 troops.
Oh.
And he just required me to give back one of my territories to him. I'm not going to go to war with 9k troops. Not in this situation. But everything will be spare. Some of your worldly... Ah, for fuck's sake. My order makes me poor. Take a vow of celibacy, so I don't produce any more children, because I have already produced a lot of children.
Instead of worrying about taking on territory, I will just use these mercenaries that I am not going to be able to afford for much longer to start knocking down troop numbers.
Oh, I lose one more of my sins. I'm working on becoming a pious man again, but yeah. Rather slow process, all things considered. Now I can probably take Cologne away. Oh, I could actually take Berg. Barony of Berg. Rogue title, Barony of Berg. He will say no to this, I don't care.
Oh, all of a sudden now Saxony's calling a shitload more people into this holy war. I'm not surrendering until the game forces me to, because, well, you never know.
Yeah, also, my king has also declared war on Saxony right now for another title, so maybe... You know, we don't have the time to wait this out, sadly.
Okay, so the war is over. For me.
Yep, your war has ended. My king is doing a bit of a war for another one's claim, but... Now I need to imprison a few more people, because people apparently feel the need to be assholes. Ugh. That ain't good, to put it mildly. Also, my child. You need a good guardian. Somebody who can teach you the ways of the money. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm getting murdered again. Get your bait in my ass. Just about to do away with one of my not so great friends. And well, I got fucked by, well, Saxony again. They kinda interfered with my business there. And my king is, well, useless. Okay, let's reassemble my troops. Again. We haven't done this in a while. Just need to deal with Berg, basically. If I can take care of that, that would be it, but doing so proves rather problematic.
Lost that war, I'm massively in the hole again. Back to ransoming prisoners for money.
Now then, my greatest of armies. This is really playing the danger game here. I need to win this war. I need to put him into prison, because I'm not going to let him go. He can quite literally eat my ass. Hessen revolt. I will not allow any revolutions in my area. I will murder you for that. Even though it will take a while.
Oh.
Now, army, move over to Berg again. Deal with the next mini stack, and hopefully we can actually capture the territory this time. Because I need the territory. Well, I would need to capture him, but he's not leading his troops himself, sadly. That would help.
It's so hard to... I've been trying so hard to kick sack. There's just one little couple of territories above me.
Yeah, it's just... hasn't been so good so far. We really probably should lay low for a bit, because I have a bit of a troublesome situation. Now, can I get some...
I'm just confused as to how they've been able to repeatedly bring the entirety of their military strength, plus the military strength of others, to bear on us.
Well, that's one of the problems if you actually have declare holy war. You're quite literally declaring it on the basis of religion, and everyone who has that religion and sees like, okay, it's a rather small fry in the whole of the things, probably gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna join my ally, my brother in fate, which is precisely what happened. The first time it was even worse. This time it's It was a bit better, only 4 people joined in. Still, that's not really working well for us. As I said, we kinda need to wait out maybe a generation or two and see that we may be growing a bit more inside our own borders for a bit.
Like, if we could just manage to end up in the same borders underneath, like, within the same borders as each other whenever one of these fucking fractures happen,
Yeah.
then we could then it would be easy enough to just, all right, then that would be like the perfect time to declare independence. Just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that would help quite a
Now
bit.
that there's not a giant kingdom that can bring its military down, but we can't end up on the same side of the fucking imaginary lines they draw up at random.
Yeah, we have been a bit unlucky with that, to be fair. That's what I'm saying, we probably will have to actually wait it out a bit.
Somebody want to ban that bot in my chat?
Oh god, a bot. I haven't seen a bot in a while actually, I was almost forgetting about them. Well, so much for that. Now then, you are now considered a traitor, so I can take the title from you whenever I wish and please. Means this is mine now. Revoke title. Prince Bishop of Berg. Now let's create a new vassal for that. And
Got no wars going on.
Cologne. Revoke title, Bishopric of Elberfeld.
But we are low on funds.
Yeah, I mean I have a bit of money saved up, like 500 at this point, but I don't have the army right now.
Going to switch everyone to realm. Well, except for you. You're not going to organize the army. You are going to train. Train troops to increase the levies. Laws are good. Tech is what it can be. We can call upon 2,000 people. And my wife is still in prison. I'm gonna go ahead and execute her.
Shit, I just made, I think, my daughter my chancellor. That was a very bad idea, considering the times we live in. Not the wisest choice. Not the wisest choice I've ever made, to be fair. Come on, win this war, please. I need some peace and quiet in my lands. And then I really need to stand down my military. My losses are not nothing to sneeze at this point. Yeah, out of potentially 2,300, I can summon like 800. That's not that's not really sustainable. Can I go?
I seized church funds to get us out of debt.
Yeah, that too. You probably also have to. Yeah, you have to also wait a bit. I just hope the war against Saxony for my king it's at some point going to go a bit better. Oh, Bishop. How about the
And I'm going to use all that money to build a castle town in Verdun.
Yeah, I really need to build up my territory too. It's been lacking a bit. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of pricey. Let's build some more castle walls everywhere so I can actually get some more money. And then I will just have to wait it out for a little bit. Just for a little bit. I really would like my territory back, but I guess that's not really an option.
Hey, drop the speed down one real quick for me.
Sure.
Because I can pause, but it literally won't even let me have any say over speed.
It's probably something to do with who is actually doing the hosting, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, that one is... all that territory has been raped to hell and back. That's great, I suppose. I will have to start a faction against my king if he continues to being an asshole. Just randomly taking territory doesn't really make you very much beloved. Let's see. There is increased council power, Princess, Burgundy, Britain. Actually, I'm gonna go for the increased council power. I'm gonna join their faction. Hope that the king...
I'm gonna issue a declaration of repentance. My bad, didn't mean to steal all your funds.
Like, I'm sorry. Very sorry. Not really, though.
I don't have 100 gold to give you, and I'm not putting myself into debt.
Am I gonna get rid of the king? I think there's a plot to kill him.
I think I've actually become the first stage of Austria. Is that what I've become? My feudal European history is non-existent. All right. But back me up here. Is that what this is? Austrasia?
Austrasia.
I feel like that's the feudal. That's like early baby Austria.
Yeah. I mean, there will...
Austria-Hungary, I guess. Well, Austria had an empire of its own at a time. I know that.
Yeah, at the time, yes. But, well, let's just say a few more things need to happen. A lot more things actually need to happen before that becomes a thing. For the moment, it's just a mess, basically.
You don't.
Technically speaking, as soon as West Francia, well, I guess East Francia now, was taken over all of France, it should actually become, well, France. But, well, that didn't happen. I'll give you a nice example. History line is a bit fucked for the moment. Can I ask you to end your thing? Yeah, no. The County of Aschaffenburg. My king wants to take ever more from me. I really would like to get rid of him. Can I... Yeah, actually I'm missing a court position, aren't I? That is not so good. How is the council power actually in the King of East Francia?
What?
I wonder how the council power is in good old-fashioned East Francia right now. They don't have any power. That needs to change on one hand, because I would very much like that to change.
Yeah, I don't... Let me see.
Send gift. Yeah. I sent him that much of a gift.
I don't know how to tell how much power my council... Oh, I guess it's a law thing?
Under law, you can actually see the council and if they have power, and you can see it for yourself, for your liege, and for everything you're part of, basically. Now then, King, come on, you like me now. Stop being an asshole and stop trying to take Aschaffenburg from me. But sooner or later, I will actually declare war on you for that.
Should I set it up to where my council has to vote? Or is this saying... This is for my council, not for the...
Depends on what you look at. If you look at the top left of that screen, you see the ducal laws. In my case, for example, in your case, it should also be the ducal laws. Then there's the kingdom laws, and there's the different laws. You're on your own menu, and you see that your council has no power. That's ideal, because that means you can make all of the decisions. You should try to keep it that way. Great. I have a bastard in my family. Now I have a bastard in my family. That's a great start.
Alright, what's his stat? I have some daughters.
I do have quite a few daughters at this point.
She doesn't have any stats yet. I've only got the one son, which
I'm in the
He's
same...
already betrothed to your niece.
Yeah, I'm in the same situation as before, basically, where I have the problem that kinda need to send one of my sons into taking the vows. Again.
Hey, I avoided not being bitten by a snake.
Well, that means somebody tried to kill you right now.
Well, yeah, I know.
That's not pleasant. I guess we really got a bit heated and got ourselves a rather unloved. I'm going to invite a lot of people into my plot to kill the freaking king, because if he dies, surprise, surprise, we will actually be part of the same kingdom again. Actually, I could probably invite you too, couldn't I?
I mean, what now? What? Sorry, I was looking through your children and.
Yeah, I'm trying to start a plot to kill my king, in order to actually become part of the same kingdom as you again. You know, I might actually invite you to that plot.
How many of our children are betrothed right now?
I think at least 2 or 3 of ours.
We need to break off all but one.
Quest. Why can't I invite you to my plot? Oh yeah, probably because you're part of another kingdom. I guess I'm gonna sit here on my lonesome and try to kill the king. Yeah, I fulfilled my ambition. I made a friend. I need to build a war chest again.
All right, so now the only one of ours that are betrothed is just our 2 oldest. So now, time to try and see what I...
Yeah, my reputation can't be any more ruined now, can it be, game? See if I can find a girl in your age, my son. How old are you? 14. Any 14-year-olds with good stats? Yes, a 15-year-old that is attractive. I'll take it. You're still betrothed. You need a husband. How about the King of Italy? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. And the Duke of Provence. Sure. I'll take all of them. I'll take all of them under my banner. You're betrothed. You're betrothed. Okay. I'll make myself as annoying as I can be to my king. Seniority, princess, blah blah. King Pepin II. Everyone can be apparently the ruler. Interestingly enough. Mercy drove from power and significantly increased council power once the section is very powerful. I present an ultimatum. And I know that everybody knows about my plot anyway. No reason to keep still. Let's invite more people. How many more can I get? I shall decline to end my plot. Thank you very much, King.
Alright, so I betrothed off several of my daughters to other people because I just realized you're married to my sister?
I'm married to your sister? That could actually be, yeah.
Which means every one of your children's my niece and nephew?
Basically, yeah. I knew it would get complicated.
That wasn't that's not basically. No, it is. that's how it works.
Welcome to the fun games that are bloodlines. Like, yeah, this is getting close.
Now that so yeah, I hope you've already betrothed off the rest of your kids.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I just checked, but I think everyone is betrothed. Yes, yes, yes. And
And
I'm celibate, so I'm not gonna produce any more children.
And then on the coming generation, we will work to take multiple wives and concubines from as many other places as we can, so we can have lots of kids that aren't related.
Yeah, we probably should deal on diversifying a bit, because, well, otherwise you're gonna end up with a bit of a problem. No.
Yeah, I guess we have been doing this for what, 3-4 generations now?
Yeah. That's.
That didn't take that long.
Yeah, but incest can happen rather quickly. You'd be surprised.
Give me a second. Let me get.
Yeah. No. Successful treatment. That is a good start. Ah. The Duke of Alamania. Basically, we have 2 large swaths here.
Yeah. The incest happened quick, and you know.
Nice.
Excuse me. And if
now the council can get the power to stop him from revoking titles.
Now here's the real question.
You fucking asshole of a king, eh?
No. Fuck. I was like, is there a way that we can maintain this alliance? Do we really want... Well, there's not a we. I'm the one accepting all the risk here. Do I really want my heir to be married to and breed with my niece?
That's, well, it is a gamble. Especially if it's your hair.
Now,
You might actually want to split our hairs up a bit.
Now, I imagine... I have a vape juice bottle in it. God damn it. Give me... Where the fuck is it? 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. That title loss does hurt me, though. And that's not an enemy I can easily fight with. It's not going to work. Well, he's gonna hate me for 50 years. I don't think I'm gonna live 50 years, game. Not that tall, actually. I guess I will really have to shut down and stop doing shit for a while. Hope for the best. You on a pilgrimage?
Oh, there it is. I'm dumb. I'm just the dumbest of dumb. I was like, I left my vape juice bottle somewhere else. No, I didn't.
It's usually closer than you would expect. Ah, I lost one more duchy, thanks to my dear little king. Taking that from me, like
I suppose.
bitch. If he dies, though, we will be united again, kingdom-wise.
That's it. I imagine you have a plot to kill him, right?
Yeah, I had to stop that because it didn't get any traction. Started down to 35%, but power, that's nothing. It's not even percentage, it's just plot power, basically. We need a lot more. At least 100, otherwise yeah, it's never going to fire. But now another one has started. Plot. Many people seem to be planning on a bit of a plot.
Yeah, that's me.
It's a good thing, because if he dies, we can actually, potentially, be reunited. How much money do you give me? 70 gold? I'll take it. Ransom of some people. One. I guess then I will actually have to keep still, because my king hates me with a passion, and it's quite likely he will take a bit more from me if I let him. I can take the Prince Bishopric of Cologne.
All right, so plot power is up to 34%.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while until things... I mean, he hasn't had any children so far, so... I don't really have much of a problem there. Yet. Okay, let me see. Is there a barony here? There's a barony here. The barony of Mark. I'll revoke the title from you. People are gonna hate me, but people hate me anyway, so... doesn't matter.
Hey, my king has can I ask for any of those? No. My king has gone to war with Saxony.
Oh. And my king tried that too, and surprisingly enough, that didn't work out that well.
I'm going to war. I've requested to join. Now who are we at war with? Who is it?
I'm just going to carefully build up myself a bit because I am in a very unfortunate situation at the moment.
Whatever. I'm not involved in that war. I'll be involved in the Saxony war, just for revenge, if nothing else.
They cannot deserve it at this point. I guess time to build a few more castle towns and up my tax income, because I need freaking money.
Oh, you can increase the speed by 1 or 2 again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll do that, but before that, I will actually go to the toilet real quick. You keep doing war.
These troops. Is this all that's going to... Well, you know what? Raise the vassals' levies to... Defeat. Versus 4. Let the large armies fight it out, says I. Your opinion of me.
Yeah, now we can go back to speed.
Nice.
Bam. Oh,
so the war's not going great in our favor.
Yeah, Saxony is wait, he's so outside. I'm just gonna keep a watch on my king and hope that he, well, will have an accident. A horrible, horrible, horrible accident. Oh,
I'm going to take I'm going to take a portion of my army of 1,800 and march on some of Saxony's smaller armies.
Yeah, let's actually hope that we can drop their rampage a bit.
Try and... Yeah, that's kind of my hope, is to hit them before they can bleed into.
Yeah, because if they get their troops together, that's it's gonna be a pain.
I mean, they've already gotten a large. Oh, my king is dead, or my heir is. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah, you died
That's what
under
I'm gonna say.
suspicious circumstances. Which means somebody murdered you. That's a problem. Quite a bit of a problem, actually.
I knew of at least one plot against me, and I chose to not go into hiding.
Yeah, in my case,
I didn't actually think anything would come of it.
most of the times it doesn't, but when it does, well, it practically murders you. I still can't go on a pilgrimage, though. Which I would really like to do at this point. Well, I guess for the moment all I can do is actually just sit around and wait. Wait, actually. I really need to get rid of the freaking king. I also need to stop making everybody hate me, which is a rather important little thing. Where is my king? He is
Titles will I lose?
in Schweinburg in Würzburg.
Oh, well, that's later.
Okay, so he's actually in Würzburg right now. Interesting. If I were to send my spy over there... It should help. See if we can get any allies for my new plot to kill the king. It's better than the old one. Oh yeah, people hate him apparently.
Now with more plot.
Indeed, with more plot. Plot power 104, 111, 122, 129, 138, 34. Yep, now people really hate him.
Oh, get over there.
And he's going into hiding because even he is afraid of being hated. That's not going to help him though. We're getting close to 200% plot power at this point. And I'm willing to throw some more money at this problem. If I have to. Look at that. We are united again.
Oh, and I can press a claim for independence.
Do you know why that is? Because your king died.
And that needs to be approved by my regent. Fuck, I'm under a regency.
Shite. You're still too young, eh? I'm still gonna try to get rid of my lord. Gosh, he's a bit of an asshole, and we have 209% plot power. This guy is really, really, really hated at this point.
How old am I? 12, so...
Rise, O military of mine, because we have raiders once again. I need to feed them my poor people piecemeal again. I know Gamer Blessed has passed. I will become a Blessed myself if I have the opportunity. Must be because I want to be canonized. Be known as a saint. Have a saintly bloodline. Well, plans for the future. 2.0, because that takes forever. And that's putting it mildly.
I have... Where are you going? Oh, you must have lost a fight.
No. Can I regrow in any way, shape or form?
I realized I've actually got a fair amount of cash. So I am... What's my other claim? Okay, so... Yeah, hopefully nothing changes between now and coming of age. Oh, wonderful. Now that army's been hit.
I mean, you are 12, so it's only 4 more years. That's something. I'm not gonna say it's good. Okay, I might actually aim for a claim on Friesland. That's a risky move.
Just don't press any claims that would put you in conflict with our liege. until I'm of age, and
would
then
like to
I'm
point-
declaring independence.
I would like to point out, my liege hates me with 100 minus because I tried to murder him.
Also, if you want to go ahead and make a faction for independence and send it a request for it over my way.
Let me see. I can't start a faction. The council is in discontent. Well, the council is not in discontent, so I can't start a faction of myself right now. But there's an independence faction, but I can't join them. Because I'm on his council for the moment. I might actually stop being it, but then again, it's nice to be on his council. I plot. Will it fire? Game. We have 188% power. I don't really want to waste any more money. Actually, I can't invite you because you're still a child. Can I invite you to plot? My steward has died. Oh, that's great. Never a dull moment. Where are you, Despa?
Come on, help them wage war.
I know, I don't have the option to invite you to my plot. Oh no! I could try to give you spiritual guidance at some point. And time for another military. Fun time against raiders, because I am surrounded by raiders around me on every bloody side. Oh, if the fucking Viking Age could come to an end at some point. But I'm getting rather sick and tired having to do this over and over again. Come on! Deal with them. What are that war against sexually?
There's so much war going on. I was about to say, yeah. I mean, we're probably going to lose this war again. Yep, there it is, 100%.
I do love it. My reputation is ruined. I'm already known as a murderer.
I have the early stages of gout.
You're a bloody child. How the fuck did you manage to do that? I mean, it's rather impressive, honestly, but still surprising.
And I have the flu.
Well, I mean, the flu is better than gout, I suppose, but still. Ashamed to be not the healthiest of children, but really watch that. I mean, you still have enough other children, I suppose.
And our war, we are done with the war with Saxony. Oh, that's just on repeat. Let me change that.
My son seems to, for once, actually somewhat like me. My other son, I mean, he's diligent.
I have to pee again. Alright. Gonna go pee and hope I don't die in the meantime.
I will keep it on 1 so nothing too bad happens. Should be not a problem. We just need to survive a bit longer. Survival is actually rather difficult, to be fair. At this point. Maybe we can capture Friesland. I would like to take, first Friesland, eastern part of it, but Saxony and war does not go well together, let's just say. Yeah, I'm not the only one who hates you.
One minor goal of mine, I think, is to have at least 1 to hopefully around 2 or 3 generations of rulers with the lustful trait.
It has its advantages, because you're producing offspring like mad.
Who is sieging me? What am I...
Could be raiders. Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, somebody has exercised a claim. Oh, it's ended up being pretty much my liege. I'm about to have to strike out for independence, but I can't. Liege's council is discontent.
That's good. That means we can start factions again. And join factions.
You can.
Start an
I'm
independence
only
faction.
13.
Can I not start one because there's one already? Meh.
So either we join the freedom faction that already exists, or we wait until it dies out, or we just can.
Yeah, but because if we join one, we can't actually fire it when we want to, but we would have to wait. Which is a bit of a pain. I'd much rather one of us has the reins.
I can declare a war for independence right now.
Let me see. Our king has 12,000 troops available, and he is at no war with anyone.
Oh no, I am at war though. I forgot about that. Technically, let me hang on.
You are at war with of Anjou.
And we every time. What's the point of all these marriages?
How many troops could I actually send your way? 2,000, I suppose. God damn it, game. Could you stop throwing children at me?
Yeah, because
Okay, how many troops do you potentially have?
I can raise 600 right now.
And I have 2,000, and our enemy has 6,000? Yeah. Oh, it's on.
Well, I'm already at. Yeah, I didn't declare this war. This fight was declared on me.
I figured as much because, well, it doesn't really seem like the sort of situation you want to be in. I'm going to send my troops down. At least try to free your terrain, because if you can just outweight it, you can maybe get away with it.
Whichever one of you animals ripped ass, fuck you. Get out of my game room. I got many a nerfs.
Good reasons. Hmm.
This one actually isn't loaded. Where is my little jolt that I keep up on the table?
Well, shit, I'm getting attacked.
Well, that mag's empty.
Shit.
That's okay. I have a bag of Nerf ammo and a bunch of rounds up here on the table with whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I can win this fight. Nope. Yeah, that's going to throw us back a bit. The whole nonsense going on is really going to make it a bit difficult.
Damn it.
Actually, what's at stake here? Montbéliard. Montbéliard is at stake. Is that de jure part of Upper Lorraine? Actually, it's not. That's probably the reason why they tried to take it from you. Because it's not de jure part of your territory. Still doesn't really make it feel good. I mean, technically speaking, you're holding one part that is de jure mine, but I'm a more reasonable ruler than the other ones, I guess.
There. While my army tries to meet up and die.
Our, actually, because we're unified again, our king has hardly started liking me a bit, so I have some hope that he doesn't try to take shit from me again. You know, it seems to be rather peaceful. I will actually try to get myself a nice little province up at the sea of Friesland, because that's rather...
Give about 200 gold I can borrow.
Yeah, sure, that shouldn't be a problem. Where are you?
You know what? Never mind. Don't.
Okay, I'm just gonna save up my money a bit. Hope for the best.
Dude, don't give it to me, because this fight's over.
Yeah, I think it was kind of unavoidable that that would at some point happen. You still have your duchy. That's the most important part at this point. I will go on a pilgrimage to become a better Christian, because if we can get the Pope on our side, that is going to help a lot. Well, where shall I go? Shall I go to the holy site in the west? Nah, Jerusalem or Rome. That's where it's at. I will travel to the Holy Land, myself, on foot, because I'm a good Christian. You might actually also want to think about what you're going to do for the next couple of years, because we really need to lay low a bit.
I mean, honestly, there is nothing. Why does my council against this?
As I mean, technically speaking, you still have to get rid of your regency, first and foremost.
Yeah, because I have 4 claims too.
I have arrived in Jerusalem. That was a quick journey. I would assume that it takes a bit longer. Well, I get sympathy for Jewish people, or I get sympathy for Muslims, because I can either be like, Muhammad was a great thinker, or Jesus was a Jew, wasn't he? Well.
There is nothing that I can do aside from occasionally put a little bit of money into
yeah, build up your territories.
Upgrading territories, but yeah. That's as far as I go. You can fucking just hit the fast forward button and it's not going to make a bit of difference to me. I can't even do anything to solve any of my own problems.
Yeah, if you're of age, you can join one of the societies and start interacting with that.
I'm not. That's my number one problem. I'm not of age.
At 2 years away from that, basically.
I have too many demisons, but I'm not handing them over to anybody that's not in the line, and I can't hand over landed titles to women yet.
Yeah, that's
so I'm literally just kind of fucking boned until I come of age.
Yeah, you kind of have to wait that one out, I suppose. A bit of a pain, that.
So I'll do what I can, which is pretty much going to be hold summer fairs when it lets me, hold feasts, make the public happy.
True enough.
If I occasionally get enough money, keep upgrade. I've focused all of my settlement upgrades so far on Verdun.
Yeah, I've been trying to spread it out a bit, but it's difficult. Yeah, it is difficult. I still have 2 claims, but those claims would directly go against the king, and the king is quite powerful at the moment. Maybe if we get...
But now I have a strong claim on Montebellard.
Yeah, because you just lost that territory. Which does make it a very strong claim from your point of view.
I can go ahead and exercise that claim.
Yeah, but imagine
my military.
How actually are you going to war?
I can't raise the army.
Yeah, to the Duchy of Alemannia. He has 2k troops. If I didn't have any bloody freaking raiders besieging me at this moment, I might actually be able to do something about this. Let me see how many troops I have actually left after this. It's just going to be a painful battle. Because I need to feed my poor troops inside there piecemeal again. I need a new ambition. How about create a treasury? Collect some artifacts. Now then. Deed them, please.
Alright. So I've got religious relations being improved. This is one reason why I also don't like starting in the already larger kingdoms, for the simple fact of I find Honestly, I find tribal to be a little bit easier for playstyle.
I mean, that is true. They do have a few easy options, and they do have the option of becoming feudal later on. You start at feudalism, you will always, well, in most cases, end up as part of a larger kingdom. But I mean, we have seen
That is something, and that is something in the future at some point I want us to try. Is just like, we'll grab Ireland, we'll make the Kingdom of Ireland, but we will never become just stay tribal.
Hmm.
Well, I say we'll become the Kingdom of Ireland. It'd probably be better by the time we're doing this. I'll know enough what I'm doing to stand on my own feet, and you can start in either Scotland or England.
England can be quite messy, though. I know that much.
So can Scotland, though, which is really going to be the bigger challenge. England with all of its infighting, or Scotland being the first target of the Vikings.
No matter how you look at it, it's going to be painful.
Pick your difficulty.
It's like, difficult. Very difficult. I see. How?
And it's not like you have all the challenge. I would have the challenge of, forming the fucking Kingdom of Ireland.
Yeah, which right now is actually getting, well, attacked by Essex, interestingly enough.
And the Meath bloodline seems to be doing the best. The Kingdom of Mumu is about gone.
Yeah, things are slowly moving on Ireland, which is normal. It is a very relaxed way.
How's England look? England itself looks awful.
Yep, that's usually how it looks.
That's a map hobbyist's worst nightmare.
Pretty much, yeah. Looking at it and going like, oh shit.
I didn't realize Saxony had taken all of Norway already.
Yep. That's why I warned you, like, yes, they're big.
We've gotta stop them. Oh, and Spain is gone. Well, Christian Spain is there's still one.
This is still around. See, that's what I mean.
Christian Spain is still there.
You can be a king of just one single province and still be a king.
Oh, and we're just Austria.
Yep, we're now Australia.
I mean, we're not just Austria.
I think we're Australia. Great.
Whatever. Hey, I'm American. I'm not putting that much work into words. I'm gonna get me another drink.
Understandable. You do that.
My wife's calling. Yes, my love.
This, yeah. Still though, it will come down to us being quite forced to say that. I'll maybe just wait out the Age of the Vikings a bit more because, well, it proves to be a pain in the ass, honestly. You see, I have some money. Could probably build up my castles a bit. On one hand, I would like to keep, but the keep is fucking pricey. Maybe getting some fortifications first would be a better option. I mean, at least those are relatively cheap. Cheap. Yeah, having to build up all of that. More fortifications. And more fortifications. Even you need fortifications.
Okay.
Da-dum.
Love you too. Bye.
I bet.
Oh. Huh. Looks like this stream session might actually end up being a little shorter than I had planned. Apparently we're gonna have company. Which I knew we were going to have company today. But I was told specifically, hey, yeah, they're coming for dinner. So I was like, cool. Thinking like 4 or 5 o'clock. And now my wife's like, don't forget you're gonna need to move your car up. I was like, well, I ain't gonna do it right now. I'm streaming. Having told her already specifically, like, Sunday's my long stream schedule.
Indeed. That is the plan.
Since it's planned for go. And now she's just like, well, they're gonna be there like around the same time as me, or I was like, well, when the fuck is that? She was like, I told him anytime after 2. What the fuck? Yo, that's like not fucking cool, yo.
The wife sometimes, eh? Reminds me of my ex-wife quite a bit, honestly, in that regard. Just like, hey, do you remember me telling you that? No, because you never told me that specifically.
Well, you see, and normally it is not like that here. Normally she does tell me stuff, and I do forget. Just that didn't happen this time.
I mean, to be fair, you know, we all forget stuff sometimes. That's how it is. Kind of saddening, though.
Well, you're telling me. Now that being said, that doesn't necessarily like. But all that'll hopefully end up meaning I'm just going to end up having to end my stream early, but we can keep the game going.
Yeah, but I do kind of like your company, to be fair. Half the entertainment for me, especially if we have a waiting time.
Okay, so here and there's here's the reason why it's a super kind of issue. So the company that's coming over is a friend of ours, who just got back in the state of Arkansas after being out of state for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason she became a friend of ours is how we met her, which is at the time she was dating my best friend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they're not anymore. In fact, that relationship ended kind of messily, and then she left state, got married, got knocked up.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
And it was that fast.
Yeah. I seen stories
like this is within like a 6-month time period.
Jesus Christ. That's making it fast.
It was. Now, like, yeah, there was a fucking lot. Oh, I am of age, finally.
That has taken a while, but, well, all well that ends well.
From an heir as an ambition.
Can I get maybe a better steward than my son, who's... Yeah, no, I can't. I'm over my limit again. Now, one of my sons has to disappear again. Much as I hate to say it, sonny boys, but one of you has to go and take the vows for us, because I'm growing younger and it ain't good. Okay, most of my vassals are liking me again, which means my strategy of sitting down and doing nothing for a while has actually worked. Now, if I can only regain my territory, that is the one thing I'm really interested in.
So, let me make sure I'm with you here. We still have an alliance. Cool.
Yeah, we still should be.
Men, I'm half ready to jump the gun and just fucking declare war for independence, but I can raise nobody.
Yeah. Don't forget, our dearest of kings has 12,000k troops at this moment. If he brings that down on us, we are getting a... We're probably gonna have to start a faction and go it very slowly to build that up.
I just joined a faction for independence.
Yeah, you have combined 2,300 men, which is 17.9% of the strength of our king.
I see that.
And I can't join in because I'm on his council for the moment. I'm trying to keep him from taking more from me, basically, at this point, because, well, he has taken a duchy and a county from me at this point.
Look on the bright side. If anybody I actually, he's already involved in a war
Hmm.
that he's losing.
Yeah, he's...
I
He started a
mean,
holy war for Valencia. That's a
now
Polish thing.
the only reason why I'm not declaring war on him right now is that's morale. I'm looking for size. That'll do. The only reason I'm not declaring on him right now is because I not only can I not raise even 1,000 men, I cannot afford to even temporarily hire mercenaries.
Yeah, I mean, I have 99 cents basically in my pocket. And not much more. I mean, I think the kingdom is going to weaken because our king is sucky at keeping it together. And vassals don't like it if you take titles. He has taken titles, which makes him very much unloved. It's going to, yeah. Many people hate him. For good reason.
Yeah, and I can't even take the territory I actually have a claim on yet.
Let me take it.
So I guess you're right. I am going to just have to fucking chill for a minute.
I mean, let me see. The enemy down there, the Duke Valvari of Anjou, has 2.14k. If the raiders disappear from my land, I can raise 2,000 plus 400 for my vessels. Plus your troops. We might be able to get you back your territory at least. Those fucking raiders would disappear from my county. Not plunder everything. But that is my biggest problem right now. They basically have the same amount of troops I have. If I raise all of my troops, I might be winning. But not if I have to feed my troops in their piecemeal. That's not gonna work. So yeah, technically speaking, we do have to wait a bit. But that might actually... In this case, time might actually work in our favor for once. Well, maybe.
Fine, I will use the time to just to start bribing my vassals, or at least just sending them gifts. Because that's the shittiest. I do not understand why, or if it's a game mechanic, or if it's what I'm doing wrong. But I have yet to take an heir or have an heir take power that I didn't immediately have to go through and spend a couple of years sending gifts to my vassals because they all suddenly fucking hate me.
Whenever you start over, you get any sort of negatives that were on your previous character. If he has left a bad impression on his vassals, you will get a negative modifier, and you get short reign modifier because you just took over.
It's something I'm doing.
So your first 10 years are always a bit rough. You can somewhat mitigate this by actually introducing your heir to the realm and going slowly at it, building him up, but still, that's difficult. That's why when your character dies in the middle of a war effort, you can get the situation I was in, where I suddenly had a dangerous faction, because a lot of my troops were exhausted. I kinda got away with it this time, but yeah, that can really cost you a lot of territory. I'm not gonna be part of any plots for the moment, not even against my fucking king, because the guy just started liking me somewhat again, and I'm not really wanting to risk it.
He's in 2 wars now.
One is a revolt and one is his fucking war for Valencia.
And he's losing both. I could declare, and we could both declare independence. Now, if we both declare independence, what does that mean?
Technically speaking, that just means our liege has now 2 new wars on his hands. But the problem is, even combined, we do not have the necessary troops to deal with him. Right now he's putting a lot of effort into his war things. And he still has money, so he can get mercenaries himself, and he has troops left. We can have to wait until he's a bit weaker.
I was about to say, maybe I was misunderstanding the necessary win condition, because let me make sure I'm understanding this correctly. Whenever we go to war, forget numbers, forget all that shit. It doesn't matter strength. What matters is who hits 100% of the war score first,
Indeed.
right?
That's
Okay.
basic
And
goal.
the war score is determined by two things: battles won and lost, and the bigger thing that determines it, besieged territory taken, right?
With some specialities. If I, for example,
Okay.
if I declare war for taking a province, and if I actually siege that down and hold that, that gives me continuous war score as long as I hold that. As long as it's free as an attacker, I will always lose war score at a percentage per tick. So there's that. Which makes the system annoying for the attacker, basically, because you have to be aggressive.
Pause your explanation really quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Am I getting older? Yes, I'm getting older. We would like to get rid of him. Can I imprison you? That's tyrannically. I can give you an honorary title. It's not going to help because, well, minus 240 until next century. Yeah, that's not going to work well. How can my character be lustful if he's fucking celibate? Okay, let's see. You are kinda not my most beloved, honestly. And I would like to imprison you. Then force you to take the votes.
And how many soldiers do I have? I have 1,200. No, yeah, and I was just looking at since he's losing both wars, one at 89%, one at 23%. Well, I guess that doesn't. I guess would we have to re-siege territory that he's already losing in another war? I don't understand.
Now the problem
Is
is
it easier?
not really. Territory that has been sieged in another war, we can't actually re-siege. It just stays siege, and we can't do much with it. So that's out of the question for us, territory-wise. It's even worse if that is actually territory that you want to take, because since you can't interact with it, it's gonna act negatively on your war score. Had that happen to me. If your enemy is overly strong like this, the best chance he really has is to actually go through the long route of building up a faction, or, well, basically make a nice little plot to fabricate a claim, then get people to support your claim on the kingdom and make yourself the king. Which is something you can think about. The problem is then you have to take over all of the laws that are enacted in that kingdom. So for example, if he has given the council any power, yeah, that will stay. And that means that falls then to you to deal with. Getting the council out is difficult. Because, you know, the council is not going to just vote on itself getting less power. Not that easily, at least. I understand, and for the moment, honestly, the best option we have is to wait until we actually grown up a bit again, power-wise, and actually have some real power to our names to actually command a faction. Also, we should try to become more liked by the other ones of the kingdom. So basically, invest a bit into diplomacy and stuff. Go carousing with your friends and vassals and invite a few other vassals from our king. So that when we start a faction, they will actually want to join us. But as I said, that's the sort of plot that's taking 50 years plus to come to fruition. We don't know what will happen actually in the time.
And I can't, for some reason, where are you? Why can't I request for you to join my plot? There it is. Invite to plot.
Well, I'm gonna help you with that. Now, as for that territory you still have a claim on.
Let me check my military, because that's what I'm waiting on. I am feeling good about that. Let me see him. He's already at war.
Yeah, he's moving out his troops right now.
Wait, what?
He has 4,000 troops, I have 2,500, you have 1.6k. We could potentially win this. If we get the territory siege down quickly, we can probably do something about that.
Or hang on, let me see how this turns out. Because I just challenged the king no duel to the death.
I'm really hoping, yeah. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. I want that guy gone.
If I read that notification, and I had that available to me because of my high martial skill.
Yeah, that's not really something I can help with 5-7 martial skill. Request excommunication.
Well, because I've been having an affair with his wife.
Ah, you cuckold the king, eh? That takes balls. Yeah. That takes balls.
So well, in my defense, didn't 100% pay attention to who I was fucking.
Just randomly sticks his dick in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, well, there's a hole. What can I say?
I don't read as many of these notifications as I should.
Just randomly.
And I'm gonna go ahead.
I found a hole. I'm gonna stick myself in there now. Thanks very much.
Kill him.
Well,
I win.
You won your duel. Nice. I'm going to collect my troops and I'm gonna come down there and help you. Why are you trying to go into that territory? Are you an idiot? No, you don't. No, you don't. Ah, my troops are sometimes idiots. Everyone, guess
where he's from again.
Well, the new king also doesn't really like me. Why do they hate me? I'm a pious man. I should be most beloved in this time.
Can't believe I'm... Well, then when that tyrant of a king's gone. Wasn't that the one that kept taking your titles and land?
Indeed, it was indeed the one that took my one of my duchies and one of my counties. I will not shed a tear for that asshole.
I have avenged you on account of vagina.
Quite literally. Like my dick brought you vengeance. Accept it. I've never had so mixed feelings about being avenged.
Alright, now let's check. Oh, the plot is gone. Yes. So then that means... Let me make sure. Fuck! Can I form my own?
Now that we dealt with the fucking raiders again. Everybody wants to kill the new king too, which is rather interesting. Immediately the plots start ticking up again, like, hey, how about we kill the new king too? Now I'm gonna send my troops down to you.
Okay.
Because
God damn it.
Because if you manage to actually siege down the area, would be amazing. Actually, where is our enemy's forces? I don't see them anywhere, so we should actually take the opportunity to take the territory. Duke Radbot of Chamara. You wanna kill another dude?
Yeah, okay, so these are plots to kill the leaders of the Independence faction.
Ah, that's actually not a bad idea. You want to take that over at some point?
Because when the leader's dead, we get the faction's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, technically speaking, it usually happens that then stops being,
so
and we can start our own.
If we wanted to, exactly, and that was the plot to kill the last guy. But then I put my dick in the king's wife, and then I put my sword in the king's dick, and then that faction died, and immediately another one arose.
Yeah, that can happen, sadly. We need to be quick about it. Basically, when we actually get the But we need to immediately start our own faction and then gather strength. Which is still going to take a while, but, well. As long as our families don't die, time is actually the one thing we have in spades.
Yep, well, I'm not a patient man.
I kind of figured. Don't worry, there will be action. That's the good thing about having all of the DLCs, is that you do have a lot of things you can do. And yeah, our king just got excommunicated. That is going to be to our advantage
That's
too.
gonna be that'll be a holy war.
That gives us justification.
And we've taken the territory we need to take.
That's good. Now we just need to take a few more territories to snap up as much war score as we can before the enemy comes back. Basically siege down as many territories as quickly as we can. You're gonna get a ticking war score now.
Alright, well then we shouldn't... If your army is marching with mine, break it off into a different territory, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just...
If you've got enough to take it on your own.
Yeah, we should have easily enough
and
troops.
increase the speed by 1 or 2.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. Just need to be careful, because if he comes back with his troops, we are going to be in hot water.
Yeah, I know.
Now,
So we'll keep ourselves within 1 tile movement of each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to Baden and try to siege that down so that we get much war score we can. And I'm supposed to be going and giving something to charity again.
So the real question is, do we want... What's the better strategy here? To launch frequent assaults when you can, thus taking that heavy troop loss but accomplishing sieges faster, waiting it out the rest of the way, not taking hardly any losses but taking a lot of time, or some middle ground?
Probably actually not a bad idea to take the middle ground in this case. Let's just wait it out a bit, because we do have a ticking war score. As long as he doesn't retake that, we will get war score every bloody tick.
Alright, well, I'm gonna grab a beer. Hold on.
You do that.
I say beer, that's not what they are.
Here comes his army.
But I mean, around these parts, if it's carbonated and it's in a can and it's an alcoholic beverage, it's a beer.
Yeah, also, our friend comes to retake this province that we just took from him. And he has 5,000 troops. The question is, can we do something about this? Reasonably speaking, not really.
Gonna just... Oh, wait. Okay, he's retaking his territory.
Yeah, now he's going to come...
Oh, he already did.
Yeah, he forced it.
I'm going to actually march over to the territory that has the 1,200 men already besieging one of his territories that has nothing to do with us.
They are enemies of mine. If I go over there will be combat. He's kind of running away, though. I think he wants to deal with them.
Over there.
Let's see. If he actually...
I would also recommend you bringing your troops over here with me onto this one, because then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we match him at least. We can take him. Oh no, am I fighting these troops?
Yes, you are.
Why am I fighting them?
Because that's a host, and they are basically everybody's enemy. Just gonna make this battle interesting, to put it mildly. I wonder how the game is actually going to count for him.
I don't think it is.
You
The
think?
game has him just moving to fight you.
He's just moving away again. Like, no, I'm not gonna get involved.
He walked into this space, into the map tile, stood in the middle, and walked out.
Basically, yeah. I mean, if
Well, I won that fight.
if we stay here, we do have.
And now there's 3,000 of me sieging this. Oh, that's you with me.
Indeed.
And now we're gonna fight them, but we have the advantage of hills, whatever that means. Oh, it gives a buff and buff, bunch of buffs.
Yes, which is not bad, but we are numerically very much at a disadvantage here.
That's gonna have to kind of be fine because
What the?
fairly, the king died.
And everything split up again.
and are we in the same? We're not.
We're not in the same again. We have once again been split up. Of course we have.
Okay. Do you understand how much easier all this would be if the women could be in charge, could be heirs?
They can be. It's just it's a hated
Well, they
word.
can't. They can't for us right now.
Well, we can't do it, but if we have nothing else left, then yes, the woman will get considered. Sadly, I'm once again...
I'm about ready. In fact, I'm going to take my chancellor, replace him, because my chancellor has a diplomacy skill of fucking 6. Replace him with one with a diplomacy skill of 9. And I'm going to start fabricating a claim in Ireland.
Of all things.
Well, because if I had to pick an island, I'd rather it be Ireland than England.
Well, to be fair, yes. Still would be better.
Look, I'm taking steps to get the fuck out of here. I have followed you in this bullshit for so long. We're 4 generations my family has followed yours.
They have. And look what it brought you. Paducci, of your very own.
And you know what it's done? It caused me to be the center of every war this continent has ever known.
Well, yeah, you're most beloved, let's say.
Whether I was involved or not. I didn't take sides in the first 3 of them, bud.
Yeah, but you got dragged into that, because you're on the wrong side of the border.
And I'm still technically now at war.
Oh yeah, you're still technically at war for your missing province. That much is true.
I don't have an army left.
That doesn't really go well.
Drop.
I mean,
I'm back.
It's the same on my side.
Fact, I'm
2 lost
I'm
territories.
standing them completely down because that standing them back up is the only way I will have numbers of any kind. Why did I let you drag me into this?
Because it's fun. That's why.
Look, if you were anybody else, I'd already have asked. I'd ask for a restart. But you want Germany, so we'll fucking fine. We'll get Germany.
We will get Germany. It's just a matter of time. Lots of time, to be fair, but still, it's a matter of time.
Yeah, it's a fucking. Yeah, it's a lot of time that I'm literally in the middle.
Yep, you are.
Verdun literally is crossed in every single war.
Well, to be fair, you've chosen the position yourself. You could have chosen somebody else.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you use that American logic on an American a little bit more? Well, if you chose it.
Yes, you did.
If I says the man who fucking knew full well that he was dealing with somebody who didn't know anything, didn't know any better. You're as bad as the conservatives in my country. They're like, you took on the college debt, you need to pay for it. No, I agreed to take on $30,000 in debt. And now it's $150,000, and nobody told me it would do this.
I mean, even I couldn't foresee that Verdun would be that much beloved by everyone, to be fair. That was kind of unexpected. But can happen. Usually, no.
You didn't tell me about the fact that we were going to end up that I was going to end up the battleground capital for the war between 2 different kingdoms all of the time.
Yeah.
And it's the same kingdom.
I mean, yes, it is, but they don't like hearing that. They're special. What can we say? I mean, we have been unified for
That's what we can say. We
years.
can say fuck you. That's what we can say.
Basically, yeah. It is indeed very messy. I mean,
And I can't even do anything about it because due to all the constant wars,
yes.
I have no power. Oh, you're a duke. You have a duchy. Thanks. It can do dick all.
Yeah, at one point I had 4 duchies. Do you know what happened to those? Well, they were taken from me.
Look, the most impact my bloodline has had in this kingdom is killing a king, and that's only because I put my dick in it.
Well, not into the king there, to be fair, in his wife. But still, yeah.
You don't know how I killed him.
That's true, actually. I never... Ah, so that's what you meant with sword fighting, I see.
Actually, I prefer jousting to sword fighting. It's where you sprint at each other with boners, and whoever gets poked first has the smaller dick.
See, that explains many things. Makes the king's death even more, you know, fair in my point of view, because he deserved that most definitively.
Damn these fucking drinks. I gotta pee again. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you do that. Now the interesting thing is we still have the same situation. Which means... can imprison one of my sons. Even rightfully so. Oh, my game. Very nice of you. How about I make you order to take the vows? Now I solved that inheritance problem. Rather neatly. Yeah, sure, King. I would really like to get my title back. I really would like to get my title back. Let's see, he's, I mean, he's not a bad steward. He is fortunate.
As much as I love these glasses that I found at Goodwill the other day, the only thing I would change about them is you ever seen the glasses where, and I'm not going to put it into words very well, so you might have to look at my stream. Where this part here, the whatever it's called, the earpiece, it is insanely curved to wrap around the ear. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I can follow. I can actually see it.
That's how mine. That's how I wish these were. I wish all glasses.
Yeah, I would say that would probably be good.
Well, that's the only issue I have with these sunglasses is that they feel a little loose. So I got to be careful, you know.
Yeah, I know that. That's not a good feeling.
Well, I will accept the fuck out of it because it's only a little bit loose.
I mean, hey, they look
which
good.
is far.
Thank
you. Hi. My wife was laughing at him. She was and I posted a picture in the Discord, taken mere minutes after I had bought them, and she's like, "You look like a fucking old hippie." I was like, "These look so good. They look so fucking good."
Yeah, some people, they don't know what looks good. Or maybe my taste is just old. That could also be the case.
And I like many millennials, am infatuated with a style, with things from a period of parts of a style of fashion from a period of time I wasn't alive to see. And for me, yeah, it probably would be the 70s. Now, I don't like everything about the 70s aesthetic.
Disco fever,
right?
Yay.
Honestly, I'm disco is inferior to funk.
That is debatable. Very much debatable.
It is. I'll die on this hill. You want to have this fucking? You want to have this fight? I'll declare independence right now and go to war on it. Funk is superior to disco. Now that being said, in terms of like 70s aesthetic, yeah, the round style sunglasses and regular glasses, digging that, loving that. Bell bottom jeans, think that's pretty fire. I think bell bottoms are pretty fire, to be honest.
Well, no complaints from my side so far.
Now, and I understand to an extent why it's not an aesthetic for everybody, because like if you're a sneaker shoe person, like okay, so look, like this whole conversation, in order for it to, damn it, in order for it to happen and have any meaning, you have to be a person that not only kind of understands to a degree about fashion, but like takes a little bit of pride in how they present, if that makes sense. The best example I could give is there's people that just are looking for comfortable shoes at an inexpensive cost, and as long as they're durable and comfortable and they don't break the bank, they don't care. That's fine.
It's fine. Practical.
And then there's the people that, like me, that are like, no, yes, that's what I'm looking for in like a work boot.
Pretty much, yeah.
But in terms of my non-work, there's the stuff that I buy and that I'm looking for because of its utility purpose. And then there's everything else. And everything else is what I'm buying it because of how it feels or because of how it looks. Actually more of a combination of those two. Now, like, I don't buy a lot of name brand stuff, for example. But I do buy some. There's some things I swear by. Like, I
know that feeling.
I will spend $70 or $80 for an American Eagle hoodie.
Yeah.
Instead of going to Walmart and buying a hoodie for $20 to $30. Now, my mom is my mother is the type of person that's like, that's going to go to Walmart because it's a hoodie, and this one will keep you just as warm as that one.
Well, I mean, yeah, from practical point of view, she's right, of course, sure.
Yeah, and yes, and she was raised by parents born during and at the tail end of the Great Depression, and those people were raised by parents that were teenagers when the Depression hit.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because I was talking to my mom kind of about that, and our family did not really suffer much from the Great Depression simply because you can only get so poor.
Well, yeah. At some point you will have reached...
And our family already had to... Like, our family at the time was already farmers because otherwise we wouldn't have had bread, milk, cheese, or anything like that. So, like, they couldn't afford to buy necessities. And once you already can't afford to buy necessities, and you've also got enough guns and ammunition to keep the United States from stealing the land you already have bought from the bank, or from the bank taking it, to be exact. I mean, how much is the Depression going to affect you?
Well, to be fair, if you don't...
everything's unaffordable now. Well, everything's been unaffordable to my family for the last 20 years.
Yeah, so at this point you're like, okay, I don't have any financial assets anyway, what do I care? Can't lose anything.
And that's kind of how you get conservatives. Because eventually that changes, and then more hardship eventually hits future generations, and they're like, well, I made it, you can too.
Potentially, yes, should be true, but the conditions for that is going to be very much different with the times. Something that the old people kind of tend to forget rather often.
Hold on a second, dogs are barking.
Huh? No problem. Yeah, rather interesting subject, isn't it? To be fair, I'm not even going to start this conversation on my part of the family because, well, my grandparents had the pleasure of having to go through 2 fucking world wars, and that ain't fun. Let me put it like this. It's like, yay, we survived the war. Let's, go and make merry and rebuild shit. Oh, look, there's another one on the horizon. That's great. Worked precisely as well as you would imagine. I really would like to get back.
All right, so company's here.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to have to end the stream here and mute my mic for a little bit while I do this stuff, but we're going to be spending a lot of time in the game room anyway, so we can keep this game going, and you won't necessarily be without mine company. You'll just be without my consistent voice.
I think I'm going to let it run for a bit more, and I'm going to make a save game so that we can continue. But if you're really dead set on trying your luck over in Ireland, we can do that too. It's not like I'm hell-bent on being Germany. Just what I'm most used to, which makes it easier to keep an eye on what you are doing.
I'll tell you what, we can compromise, and if we, what do you say? We'll definitely keep this safe file, because I imagine we can't have multiple, right?
Yep, we can. I tested it.
And that's the number one thing I don't want to do is lose this save file. I just want us to have an alternative, so when I'm fucking tired of this one and need a break from the conquest of modern Europe, no, continental Europe.
Oh, yep. It is a bit of a pain in the ass, to be fair.
So, why don't, and since I'm going to be ending stream, even though I'm not looking in the game, why don't we go ahead? We can go ahead if you're okay with it and start the island conquest. And it doesn't have to be Irish or Scottish or English. We could go Norse if you would like. I wouldn't be against going Norse.
I mean,
and we could even start. We could even both or one of us start in this upper left-hand corner island.
Iceland. Good old Iceland. It's a nightmare to be there because you're outside of political range to basically everyone. I can tell you, I've been up there.
That's why I thought maybe like that's why I said one, and then I was like, or both, or one, or we could we could start in Norway, and we could be Germanic or not Germanic. We could be Germanic and Viking.
Well, yeah, you can be Norse. That is true. You can also then go raiding, which is well kind of neat to be fair.
So it's up to you. I don't want to be the dictator here.
Let me pause the game for a second so I can think about it. I would probably not advise to go to Iceland because, well, you really are probably going to die in 1 or 2 generations because I can tell you there's not many families around there that you can actually get heirs of.
Well, remember this, there's 2 of us. One of us can easily, so that makes whatever issue any individual place has can be made a little easier by the other person.
True enough, but
so
it also means
if I were to start in Iceland, you start in Scotland, for example,
then we won't have contact for quite a while because you're outside of the diplomatic range. You actually would have to come down and well, I have to go up there from one of the little islands so that we can actually get close to each other. Iceland is rather isolated, and that's putting it mildly. But I could kind of see somebody taking, well, Scotland, and the other one taking Ireland, and be slowly working towards each other. That could work somewhat splendidly, because that would leave a united front against England at some point. That could be interesting.
Well then, let's do that.
Chocolate?
I am going to go ahead and end my stream real quick, just because also my company has brought their child, so this way, and I do need to go make pleasantries.
Indeed. I think I will actually also take a break here. Maybe gonna stream something else for a bit. Because I'm feeling like playing something else for a while.
I just kind of abruptly ended my stream.
Also, potentially, I mean, if we set this down as a plan, we could potentially have a third player start somewhere in England. And, you know, really make it messy. Potentially.
Well, you know what, let's start a file of Irish and Scottish.
We can do that. I probably have to restart the game because, as I know,
we both will, and we don't have to do it right now if you don't want.
Oh, let's actually do this the next time. Well, we can do it on our own actually. absolutely
But
relaxed.
if we're going to start that as a thing next time, you're gonna need to write it down because I'll forget.
Yeah, don't worry. I have the same problem because I will forget. It is why I'm having my little notepad here, and I've already written it down, just in case.
No, I've got I have a little notebook that I keep up here.
Yeah, just written down a nice little start. And as I said, you know, if we can actually find a third player or so, that would be interesting.
Across the street right now, and those people are wishy-washy right now. Okay. So I don't want the report.
Move my car real quick.
You do that.
So wait, are we staying in this file or are we going to a different one?
I think I'm going to make this save here and end it here, and sometime the next week we're just going to start setting that up, the new one, and then we can do that easily enough.
You know that big tin of Ripples?
Then you
Well, if you want to, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, then you can focus on your guests for the moment, and I will probably take a break, get something to eat, and then I'll maybe start streaming something else for a bit. Well, depending on my mood, basically.
Well, if you do decide to start streaming something else. Oh, also, I meant to mention this earlier. I went ahead and installed Europa Universalis 4.
Oh.
So in the near future, if you want to try to do something, I haven't booted it up even yet, but
She does. So she's
EU4.
that's fine. Honestly,
I need to hop up here for now to at least go move my car. And if you're going to take a break, I'll hop out of the car.
Yep, you do that. I will, well, talk to you later, basically, because that's what we usually tend to do anyway.
Oh, and I just for the record, I'm still keeping an eye on your Discord channel, waiting for that voice channel
Yeah, good.
to pop up.
Good that you actually reminded me. Yeah, I had to. Well, I would invite the.
And if not looking for a particular voice channel to pop up, at least I'm looking to see you in one. So
making a good
the
point.
moment you're in it and I see it, if I'm able, just so you know, I'm gonna hop in and just ambush the fuck out of you.
Good point. I actually also had the tech boy re-invited for Wednesday, according to my notes. So then he will help me set up the special little channel. That should be fun.
That's nice. Good. Make sure you take notes so that way you can walk me through it after.
That is precisely why I have invited him over. He has written me a nice little, like, do it like this, and I was like, no. Come over and explain it, please, so I can write it down in my own notes, so I can explain it later.
Yeah, because you need to be able to explain it to a 5-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try
I'm
my
the
best.
5-year-old.
I was kind of mentioning it much. Don't worry, yeah, I'm on that level too. If I understand it, there's a good chance you will too.
Like, yeah, just so you know, I'm the 5-year-old.
Don't worry, it will be one 5-year-old explaining a very interesting concept to another one. I'm sure that's gonna be fun.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, some way or another we're gonna get this to work. I have no doubts about it. It can't be that hard. It can't be rocket science, basically.
It can't be any harder than rocket surgery, if nothing else.
Yeah, precisely.
I used to love to say, it's like I said, if it ain't brain surgery, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket surgery.
Indeed. This
But I also happen to have a little bit of Dame Bramage, so
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get this set up. I mean, it's gonna be a trial run, and if it works, we can expand from there. So far, so good.
But yeah, even though I have company, like I said, if you do decide to continue running Crusader Kings 2, and if you set it up and it's a joinable thing, like I said, I won't be always there with voice because obviously you got to be at least somewhat of a good host.
Well, yeah, obviously. You know, as I said, I'm gonna take a short break. I'm gonna eat something, and well, then I'm going to, as usual, randomly decide what I want to play because that's kind of how I roll. It's my thing.
I fucking do. All right. Well, also don't be surprised if you get a late for you message from me today, just simply because I know you don't have to be up early.
Yes, indeed. I actually have some freedom for once.
So streaming or not, I might bug you for some multiplayer fun just cause.
Yeah, why not? I mean, honestly, just right away. The worst that can happen is that I'm asleep, so no problem there.
But you did say you got that. So you said you did get that World War I mod installed?
Yep, I did get that.
How do you feel?
Honestly, I played around with it a bit, and my point still stands. Artillery, actual, somewhat modern artillery, really is overpowering on the field. And the AI doesn't make nearly as good use of it as a player can. It is really the outermost limit of what the Total War engine can actually reasonably handle. It's fun to play with, honestly, and I enjoy the artillery very much because, just the tasty destruction.
That's how I. Okay, so you're really doing a good job of articulating how I felt, which is that like there is something about this mod.
Yep.
Incredibly satisfying.
Oh yeah. I mean, it had like
there is something both, and that like even in the fights. Now I don't know if you've gotten into any fights that you've lost.
Yeah, I had a few, mostly because.
Okay, well then, so like for me at least, even in the fights where I've lost, like there's still something very satisfying about the brutality of the combat.
Oh yeah. It really feels like, you reach the era of the World Wars where things really, really get nasty and the loss is just, oh boy. It feels satisfying to just fight it, not even just win it, just to fight.
The only thing, like, the things that need to change are, and almost all of my complaints can be summed up really into one, and that one being more abilities to have a defense against field artillery.
Yeah, but that's basically the problem of history. There is no good defense apart from air power, and we don't have air power.
Well, no, there is. What I mean is, like, on a game level, there also is. It's just not been modified to fit to meet the current challenge. And
the artillery is basically
unbeatable. And for example, and I learned this whenever I did that the multiplayer battle, and it was my two buddies versus me and an AI. They could have used their combined field artillery in a broken way and just hammered a couple of points on my fort walls and broken those walls down really fast, which would have allowed me, but that would have kept that artillery from hitting an actual target that can shoot back.
I mean, I did kind of try against.
Look, so that's cool, but so forts necessarily are fine.
Depends. The AI is not really using it.
Garrisonable buildings need to be buffed a lot in this mod so that they can handle a little bit more shelling.
Well, it's a problem.
Because your troops, some certain units can build trench fortifications, and while they're not real true blue trench fortifications,
not really.
They protect you. They provide an actual really good amount of protection from everything but exact direct hits from artillery, which aren't that often.
To be fair, no, but to be fair, also the splash radius of the artillery is kinda strange. It should splash quite a bit more, actually, than it does, realistically. So there is some necessities there.
Being in forests should provide a major buff against gunfire.
Yeah, against gunfire.
And a minor buff against field artillery.
Yeah, depends on how big the caliber of the gun is, because if that just raises the forest, then it's over.
Buildings should get a major buff against field artillery, and I mean major buff simply so that way they are, because this is like too many times when people are talking about what needs to change about a game or a mod like this, they want to build up, well, historically, to an extent, yes, but at the same time, fuck you, I'm playing a video game.
To be fair, yes. I mean, it would, however, be rather...
So buildings need... Because that's a trade-off. Buildings should provide good protection for at least a decent little bit of time from field artillery. And the exchange is that, like, my units are now fucking stuck in a building.
Yeah, they're not on the walls and manning the cannons. It is a difficult trade-off, honestly. Very difficult trade-off.
I'm going to hop out of this call because I have company.
You do that, have some fun, and we're gonna talk later. I'm going to Actually, I don't even know what I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna make something. Something tasty. Something meaty. I'm feeling like meat.
Do that. And I will talk to you later, my friend.
Yep, you do that, my friend. I'll see you around.
Indeed.
Yeah. Now the date is over, and well, I've already basically told you what my plans are. I'm going to take a break here. What a nice session. We kind of planned to play a bit longer, but I've been a bit of a miscommunication on the other end. And so, well, we're also open for not only suggestions, but players. Because if I could get a certain player, we could probably set up a lot more shenanigans in Crusader Kings. Ooh, well, so if you wanna, you know, announce your candidacy on that particular post, and feel free to let me know on the Discord. I will actually probably do what he just suggested and just hop over there and hang out in the voice thing for a bit, just so I can have that door opened. I should do that more often actually, now that I think about it, but I tend to forget about it, to be fair. Happens when you don't grow up with shit like that, you're kinda a bit forgetful. Yes. With that in mind, I'll be gone for like maybe an hour or two, depending a bit on what I actually decide what I'm going to cook for myself. Meat itself doesn't take long, but if I want to make a nice sauce to it or something, it could take a while. Why is my throat trying to kill me again? I don't know, but I don't care. So yeah, then I'll probably be back with... I don't even know. Could be really anything. Actually, we might actually be taking a look at that World War I mod that we were just talking about, so I can actually get my points across a bit better. Because, you know, with actual examples. Maybe doing a few battles and maybe starting a bit of a campaign, or maybe we're gonna play some more Monkey Island or something. It's, well, still up in the clouds for the moment. With that in mind though, let me very nicely bid you adieu for the moment. Have a good one in all of that, and well, let me see. On the left side we have, well, the little strategy member in double Entente, because he came by, left and came back again. Good, very good of him, I would say. We shall thank him very much for that. And on the right side we have no one, which makes it a little, very much so easy. I need more to drink because apparently my throat still wants to kill me. Probably a good sign to take a break. If your throat tries to kill you. Although in my case he does do that quite often, to be fair. As for everybody else on the more lurking side of things, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed. And yeah, if you're interested, keep an eye out. I'll be back a bit later probably. I'm not going to go so far as to promise that, because something could always go wrong, and I learned from experience to, you know, be careful with what you promise. But yes, it's most likely going to happen. And, well, that's basically it for the moment, I suppose. Yeah, I don't have anything else. My notes have been become ever more messy. I need to order them a bit. But there's that, and yeah. Once again, have a good one.